Well, well, well. Welcome, Twitch and YouTube, to our lovely little channel. I do declare I thank y'all for coming along on our little mighty fine journey. Last week, all sorts of crazy shit went down, and it was completely and utterly fucked up. We will not speak about what little heck-around turned into. And right now, we're going to go right into it, because I do believe, and I do declare, there is an alliance that must be, summoned, realized, declared between the Crack of Keromit and the Oaks of Good Duluk. What will happen? Stick around and find out, you sexy little cunts. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. Well,
intro.
Well, now the intro was positively quiet. I do hear. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
You're not muted. So somebody tell me there in the chat there was a bit of an issue with the audio music there and the intro didn't play. Okay, I'll fix that. Don't know what that is. Probably something Dave did. Let's be honest. Right.
Can't get the music right. Can't get names right.
Dave, if you need backup, you know I'm here to chat with Daryl, so don't worry.
Dressed a half elf in bleeding. The name is the same size as the blue channel name, like huge.
Get down then. Make the text smaller. I don't care.
Okay, let me get me.
Make it work, people.
Maybe you do something for the channel, lad.
So.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Let's go. We get kind of salty here.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break now.
We're gonna take our first intermission of tonight.
Wow, that was great.
Now, welcome to Make This Epic, guys. Thanks very much for tuning into it. Yet another Perils of the Mad D&D campaign, Irish Scottish roleplay made fun with sexiness. I am DM Daryl. I am the Dungeon Master for tonight. You know my lovely players. You've met them on many occasions. For those of you who have never seen the players before, why don't you guys, just every couple of sessions we're going to do this, go ahead and give yourself another quick, brief introduction. Start with Mr. Dreas Wheelreek.
You mean what? Rez will read now.
Oh, sorry, Rez. Rez real weak. Rez.
I'm sorry, no, seriously. What? Sorry, before you start, is it Rez or is it Drez?
It is Drez.
Poor Drez has been getting a hard time lately. He found out he possibly murdered his own children, and now he's also been called Rez all the time. Drez will have his vengeance, Howie. Don't worry about this.
Yeah, so name is Howie. I play Drez, or Rez, we'll see. See how the campaign goes. I might get renamed. I am a half-elf warlock of the Fae, the Ice Fae.
Kill?
You're a child murderer too.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I may have accidentally got my kids killed.
Got?
Don't forget your wife.
Oh, and wife. See, I even forget it.
And your mother.
Yeah, but that one I remember. I remember my mother.
I do. I remember your mom's name.
What is it?
Tresna.
Dresna. Yeah, my whole family is now just Resnas now, is it?
Dreslina.
My daughter is Rez
Junior.
Drez.
Residella.
The child's name was Drez Jr. Who said that?
Les the third.
Rez
Anyway,
Jr. Alright, so there's Rez's introduction. Let us move on. Moving on swiftly away from child murder. Let's move over to Mrs. Marilla Von Modier.
Yes, I'm Marilla. I play the human wizard. I'm stuck up, and I have I don't like poor people, and I.
Sounds like you're just describing yourself.
We should clip that and make it our new sub goal.
And I have a very handsome husband called Dimitri, and I should be doing enchanting spells. The DM told me to research a wizard before I took it on, but I didn't do that. So I just took keen mind and try and survive each session as I go.
Well, now let's go. Let's take a trip south of the border all the way down to Mr. Hackeron Hellison.
Thank you very kindly, Daryl, my friend. My name is Owen, and I play the good tiefling fighter Hackeron Hellison, better known as Heck. I also play another character, wink wink, nudge nudge. That's pretty much my introduction. Thank you kindly.
May I just say, Mr. Hackeron, that voice was most sexy. It's kind of like molasses just kind of pouring out of your mouth. Yeah, what's the other character? What's the other character called?
We'll see if they come up. We don't want to spoil anything for
Zara. It was called Zara in the last session. That's a name I'm actually happy with instead of what was originally going to call you Billy. So
Billy,
Call him Billy.
Not happy with Billy. I'll take Zara.
Daryl, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you know the chat? The chat usually comes up on the side here, but nothing's coming up.
Huh?
Yeah, when I'm watching this.
It's right over here.
Yeah, but none of the text is coming up.
Is that coming up for you, Daryl, actually, over?
It's not coming for me,
Are you not seeing it? So
the only reason I say it... The only reason I say it is...
I actually don't see it.
I know you're right, yeah.
The chat's not coming up, that is most of
So
it.
you don't see Matthew Mercer in the chat right now, do you?
No, I don't. What's the story, Matthew Mercer?
It's just because I actually read it when we're playing here and then reply on my phone.
Yeah,
I don't actually look at my phone.
I'm gonna have to get that on, guys. I don't know why that's not working there. That's unusual.
Just click refresh. Yeah.
Refresh chat. Now somebody say something.
Go back over to Twitch, because when you were on Twitch, it was saying connecting to chat.
Was it?
So you don't see the clip that I just clipped?
Yeah.
I don't like pork. Oh, there's loads in the fucking chat. I'm missing all of it. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, that's... I was like, God, it's very quiet. Usually someone says that.
I'll...
Oh no, they're all here.
Daryl, man.
Okay, chat, we care about you. We care about you.
And someone shouts you out, and it literally is all it is Jenny saying, I don't like poor people.
I'll have to explain that.
We should all talk like this for the evening. This is how all of our characters should sound from now on.
Oh God.
Okay, so we
I
got,
can only say Savannah.
we got no chat on screen tonight. Chat settings, maybe. Error loading data. Okay, we've got an error loading the data. This is just, I told you guys, Streamlabs fucking hates me.
Oh, this is so bad because I actually love reading the chat there. If not, I'll be like this the whole night.
You'll just have to read it independently of Streamlabs.
Like the poor.
Can I ask? Oh, Jenny. I have to move this over here now so I can see the chat. Oh, please, no. I can only cope with 4 hours of that accent. I can't cope with 4 hours of that accent. Who have we missed? Let's go over to Mrs. Aaliyah Vanko from the side of the Andy Empire. How are you getting on, honey?
I'm not going to attempt to do an accent because it's probably like my worst accent.
Give it a go, Colleen. Go ahead. Just let the molasses kind of pour out of your mouth.
I'll be like sipping a nice glass of whiskey or something. No, so Aaliyah Venko, she is a half-orc cleric. She loves family and also her god. You know? Yeah. She is kind of nosy. She likes knowing everybody's stories.
Yeah, that's right.
She kind of made the family all have a big group chat, big DMCs when they were drunk. and we found out that one of the bartenders actually might have murdered a child.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Conspiracy Club.
Actually, I would just like to clear his name because I think it was Draz when we were looking.
No, you don't know he's poor.
Hang on, can I just ask something? Howie, do you have Arthur as your morning alarm?
Yeah, what's it? Someone put up, like, someone got your man who voiced Arthur from Red Dead to do in the morning, like, wake up call.
Oh my god, no, okay, no, I totally thought that there was something else.
You thought it was your Arthur, didn't you?
I thought it was my Arthur jizzing. You know, the clip. Oh! I wake up every morning, I was like, that is so creepy.
I'm rising. Oh.
He's risen.
I'm entering Nirvana.
Oh my god.
Guys, go have a look through me clips if you want to understand that. There's a lot of them. Look for the one where it says he is risen. Anyway, moving on from Mrs. Leah Vanko, the half-orc cleric, we're going to take a little trip right over to Mrs. Naru Faradir.
Hello, I am Casual Lobster, but I'm also known as. Would you like me to speak in a southern accent? Because I sure can, honey.
Oh, go for it, girl. Oh, my little hawk can hardly take it no more.
And I play Naru Faradir, who is an elf ranger from the same town as Drez, only I don't really like Drez all too much because he killed everybody. Or at least he led to their death.
Allegedly.
No, he did. I was there.
I remember it differently, right?
You remember it wrong.
I love how he's actually innocent face, even though we know he's not.
I'm saying this now. I did not give myself that backstory. That was.
I did not kill her. I did not.
I did not.
I did not have sexual relations with that one.
Oh, hi, Naru.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeepers creepers, right.
Sorry, Naru. Sorry.
No, you're absolutely fine. So yeah, I came and confronted Drez and the party, actually looking for their help to stop the Drow from their invasion of the orcs, and we succeeded. And after we did so, I was very kindly asked by wee Samuel over there if I would stay with the party, and I agreed. So here I am. And since then, Naru was like, why have I stayed? There are werewolves and werewolves and more werewolves.
Yeah, there's a lot of werewolves.
Yeah.
They grow on you. Don't worry.
Yeah, Naru must really like these people to have stuck around because these people are not normal. There's demon crossbows, werewolves, demon werewolves. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What they did was incredible, and I kind of almost owe them my life. Almost. Still to be decided.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out on that one. We'll find out if that favour's returned. Now we're going to take a trip south of the border, all the way, deep south, to a little sexy welcome marigold. The size of a child and the fist size of a fucking grown man's penis. Go ahead and start explaining yourself. I'm just going to take a quick trip this way while you're doing that, sir.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm welcome. Welcome, Marigold. Samuel Spark is my alter ego, alias, undercover. Don't know, I'm a druid from the Circle of the Wild. And the nickname's Happy, but my real name's Dave. And that's about it. I do like the poor.
Concise.
Now, would you like me to
And
lead
I
it
haven't
on?
killed my family. And I'm not a werewolf yet.
Yes.
And the most important question.
Yes, actually, I forgot about that. How many people do we have to make not werewolves?
3.
Two?
Well, Dimitri, I'm counting.
Oh.
Or because
And I may have found myself to a demon, but
Oh, 4. Actually, yeah.
because I have been bit.
Yeah.
I may or may not have passed the Constitution saving, so I don't exactly know.
Oh, so you might.
man,
I'm going to go
I
on
like-
a limb here and
I
say.
got bitten and I rolled high enough, but we don't know.
We
Technically-
need Marilla to attune her keen mind to the calendar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I
28
already.
days. 28 days.
Sherry knows exactly what
With
that is.
Dimitri. So I said that to Daryl that I want to know when every full moon is because Dimitri obviously is a werewolf. Daryl, can we pretend you're not here? Can I lead Heck in?
What heck's done?
What? Oh, did I miss Hex in there?
Yeah, you did a full in a southern accent. Oh,
I don't think I'm all so just after.
Put myself.
Heck is more, so she didn't care.
Okay.
So also, Daryl, I sent you a message.
I saw it, yeah, I saw it. I will grab some time to read it at some point when there's maybe one just deep role play going on. Okay, so in the last session, just do a quick sum up. Basically, the players woke up in the middle of the camp. Heck had turned into a werewolf when he was defeated in werewolf form by Samuel jammed a fireblade into his side, and the werewolf absorbed the fireblade and turned into something completely different. It didn't know its name, it didn't know what it was, where it come from, just thought it had just been born, and it could talk, and it spoke to the players in a deep, evil, well, maybe not evil, but sinister accent. And the players, before it was born, they peered into a fire at that screaming souls of hell whispering through it. And this creature came along and turned out to be quite harmless and confused, and even though it could clearly rip anybody apart, it was 10 feet tall and built like a brick shithouse. This horned red werewolf kind of looking creature seemed to just get along with the party, and eventually Samuel and the creature hung out. Naru was firmly against the creature's existence and being around, and the player, I believe it was Samuel who took Hakaron or Zar into the woods, where then it turned back into Heck the following morning. He was confused, didn't know what had happened. He had knocked Marilla unconscious the previous night while he was a werewolf, the force form, and he was worried. And then the players decided they were going to go and build this alliance between the Orcs of Gurduruk, which is what they're originally here for, and the Kryarchy of Keramit, because a war is about to take place. And the reason, once again, never so complicated, the reason they're doing this is to help an old friend of theirs called Bruntidus Bronzeheart, who was driven insane by something called the Crown of Madness, complete his oath so that he may finally be what he always wanted to be, a member of the Order of, what are they called? Order of the Marble Rose, a paladin of the peaceful god Ortella.
Paladin.
That's what Daryl's paladins are called. The Papa Paladin.
Paladin.
My name is Papa Paladin.
And
I don't know where he was going with that.
the high Parisei, or high priest of Ortella, asked them to complete this mission that was originally for Bruntidus, stop the war between the Orcs and the humans peacefully, if possible. They met up with a scout party of the Orcs of Gurduruk, and Aaliyah brawled one of them for the right to see the leader. And now they are being led there. So it has been 2 hours since Aaliyah brawled this guy called Shug, is his name, this York, you've learned. And he's like the leader of the scouts. And he, as you're coming down, slowly but surely, the sleeping doom beauty of Felhest begins to slowly awaken after her head injury. And I'm assuming, who was carrying her?
I was carrying Marilla.
Thank you, Heck, but no, don't all shout at once. It's
okay. I'm just dragging her along the red by her leg, like a caveman.
Oh, that's gonna be hard to clean up.
Okay.
No.
So you slowly awaken, Marilla, to find yourself walking along this mountainous, treacherous path with by about 15 orcs and your party. No memory of what happened.
What's going on?
We're going to go and meet the orc chieftain. By the way, you do not know any magic. You do not do magic. I am so sorry for this, Marilla. You are just a wench.
I know I do magic, Hekaron. I know I'm a wizard.
You cannot tell the orcs that you do magic.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't tell these creatures that I could do magic anyway. But what happened? The last thing I remember is being in the forest and this creature, I think a werewolf.
weird thing happened. That was me. I was the werewolf. I knocked you out. I'm really sorry about that.
Marilla actually just puts her hand on Heck's arm and says, "I'm so sorry to hear that, Heck."
Well, I didn't hurt. Well, I might have bitten Samuel and Drez, so they might be werewolves now because of me. But you know, it's cool. It's also so cool.
He also may have turned into something. Actually, wait, we're all like together, aren't we? We can hear
Yeah,
this.
I don't know what way we're walking.
Yeah, I feel like we're all walking together. Yeah, he also turned into something else.
What do you mean, something else?
Well, we don't exactly know, but it likes to be called Zar rather than Billy.
Daryl, would Marilla know anything about demons, any of this? She's a smart girl now.
This is not enough information for you to make an intelligent assessment.
Zara, and what did this thing, is it another werewolf, or... Because Marilla would kind of have an idea that Dimitri's not a normal werewolf, so obviously maybe Heck is going down this way.
That's what Samuel said.
Samuel what?
That's what Samuel said. Samuel said Marilla would know the best because Dimitri's not a normal werewolf either.
Yeah.
So is this show.
So, what is it? Is it another type of werewolf, or...?
It was like a circle of pure fire, and there was screams of just pure torture from like multiple different voices, and then suddenly this thing appeared, which was about what, 8 foot something, half werewolf, half something.
It was like 10 foot or something, wasn't it?
Had horns.
And you defeated it.
And blue hair.
No, Heck turned to it. It was Heck.
It kind of acted like a newborn, but could speak and understand everything, but had no concept of stuff. If that makes sense.
So, did it try and attack you?
No.
And what provoked Heck to turn into this thing?
The full moon. Oh no!
No, the
we
second
killed.
thing.
No, I stabbed him with the sword, fire sword, and he kind of erupted.
And what did it tell you, or what happened with it?
It didn't know.
It went to sleep and went by.
Yeah, once.
And then he went back to Hackeron. Then he went back to Heck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So...
Is there anybody listening?
Yeah, and Leah, Shug walks over to you and literally grabs you by like by the collar like this, right? The orcs are all kind of standing, and he kind of pushes you up. You know, you can resist this if you want, but he's going to grab you and going to push you up against the wall to question you about something. You tell me at what point you want to stop. Grabs you by the collar, pulls you back, and then pushes you against the mountain cliff wall.
I'm going to hold onto the side of him and say, "What do you want?"
So you're going to let him push you, but you're going to grab him back, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to grab onto like his collar, say, and hold him like that and be like, "What?
You bring shape changes into our camp."
They're not true shape changers.
This one is wolf.
They're not.
Roll persuasion check.
Oh, come on. Daryl, while this is happening, I'm going to whisper into Samuel's ear. If he turns into a wolf again, stab him with the fire sword again.
What is it? Persuasion?
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. 16 did you get? Oh, that's from the last session. That's the last session. Sorry.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Not 20. Let's manifest.
Yeah, no pressure, but rolling that 20.
No.
He looks you kind of dead in the eye, and he kind of just lets you go, and then he walks over to you, Heck. You can see a few of the orcs kind of walk over, and he looks at him. He kind of sniffs you with his kind of this massive orc head and this broad orc nose, and as you feel like you can actually feel the air coming off your skin. Smells like trouble. Smells like wolf, but puny. And he pokes you hard in the chest.
I lean in and I sniff him. It's like, smells like you haven't washed in a while.
He gives you a backhand. He's going to try to anyway. What's your AC?
15.
Yeah, he kind of bang, he gives you a backhand right across your face. Does that make you angry, little man?
Not really, it's just really disrespectful.
You don't have the stones to stand up to me.
Oh,
He pushes you again in the chest.
do you want to go? Is that what you're saying? You want to go?
This time he kind of takes the palm of his fist and bang right into your face. He tries to anyway. He hits you again in the face. Bang! Pushes you. These moves are. You're a well-trained fighter, Heck, right? These moves aren't designed to do damage to you. They're designed to annoy you, which is really strange.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to make. Heck can figure it out. He's trying to make me angry because he wants to see me turn into a wolf. I think Heck's smart enough to figure that out. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him an unarmed strike back.
Okay, go for it.
I could do 2 of these. So first one's a 17 plus 6.
Yeah, that
so
hits.
23.
That hits, yeah.
So that's 4 damage. Second one is a 12.
That hit. 12 doesn't hit now.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so that's yeah, I just slap him back.
Because he's so
Just as insultingly as possible. Like if he's trying to make me annoyed, I'm just gonna slap him as insultingly as possible.
Can I shout out in Orcish?
Yeah.
Can I shout out, shrug, don't make a fool of yourself. You don't want to get beaten twice.
Shug gets up and you kind of see him.
Another
Pulls
one
out
for
a
the
tooth.
collection.
He flicks it into Heck's face. He walks over to you. If he makes a mistake, it's on you. Half-blood. Move out! And the orcs begin moving out again.
Daryl. Oh, sorry.
Is his tooth still there? Where's his tooth?
He flicked it into Heck's face.
I'll go look for it and pick it up.
Okay.
Are you just like collecting people's body parts? It's kind of weird, I say, with Bublini's head. It's still in Marilla's back.
It's still pretty good though. I might use it for something later on. Who knows?
Eventually you guys are led down up this treacherous mountain pass, right? I mean, Marilla, you have difficulty with this kind of route in your heels. If anybody else is in any way unorthodoxly dressed, this is a very difficult path.
Daryl, Marilla's nerdy side wants to come out though on any easy terrain or anything, you know, that we're kind of walking. I want her to kind of to be flicking through her like little wizard book for everything on werewolves, because she is aware now that
you're
3
flicking
possible
through.
parts.
You're going back, flicking through all your notes from your time with Dimitri, and you're kind of looking at, you know, you've called several different clerics trying to bestow core spell. Until
that's it. She's just looking back.
Only a priestess of Manella could do it. You had a priestess of Manella try and cure what Dimitri was, didn't work.
And from the little bit Heck told me, would I know any more? Because I'm trying to figure stuff out. Would I know that? What would I think of what Heck has just told me, or Andres, that like the screams and then this thing appeared? Well, but I know it didn't attack them. That's what I said.
You know 2 things about werewolves in your studies of them over the years. You know that number 1, somebody who's bitten by a werewolf and becomes a normal werewolf can be easily cured by a priestess of Manella of lycanthropy, okay? You also know somebody who has been born a werewolf can never be undone except with a wish spell, but you don't know about the like wish. When I say by a wish spell, what I really mean is by godlike magic. You get me? So that does not.
Oh no, I know a wish spell because
you don't. The wish spell. There's no kind of. No one knows what the wish spell is. It's not like there's this one spell out there you can learn called the wish spell. It's just like with godlike magic. Like if you get me, like there's no wizard out there going, I know the wish spell. You know, the ability to cast wish is like wish is not like actually a wish. It's more like just this conflagration of ultra godlike magic. It's the most powerful thing in the world. No one has ever managed to do that, obviously, apart from a god. You know that
Marilla in the end
if Hackeron has normal lycanthropy, a priestess of Manella will be able to cure him. If that is the lycanthropy he has possibly passed on to his 2 comrades, they will be able to be cured. However, this is very clearly a strange case. Roll me an intelligence check, and I'll see if you can kind of deduce what you think's happened.
Okay. Right, intelligence. Yes. Oh, natural 20 plus. Oh, well, I have natural 20 in it anyway, plus 5.
You got a natural 20.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I have 20 plus. Oh no, I only have intelligence
14.
plus 5. Yeah, but underneath it has 20. Like I have 20 intelligence.
You have 20
Oh,
intelligence.
that's your stat, like your
Oh,
total
okay.
stat.
You got a natural
Okay.
20. 14. You can't really deduce. But you know what? I actually, because you are somebody who has studied lycanthropy so in depth, I'll give you an advantage. Come on. Hey, Mythical A. Hey, Solar Dinosaur. Hey, Beth. I saw you in there too. Hello. Well, I'll give you an advantage.
No, it's even worse now.
Okay.
8.
So now you can't make a deduction based on what you know.
Okay, Daryl, I don't want to argue this point with you, but I know you're so thick. But I have studied this for years
And that's
and
why
years
and
and
that's
years.
why you got an advantage.
Oh, I just can't accept it. I'll have to.
I must know.
You're just not feeling yourself just now.
Yeah, you're
Coming from a
still
concussion
concussed.
pot.
Yeah.
Ah, look, yay, Jenny's back. You were Miss Jenny.
Aw.
Right, so you guys are letting me.
Who tried to pee on me? I just saw that in the messages.
Nobody
Yeah, well,
tried
no.
to pee on you. It was a joke.
Oh yeah.
Did someone pee on me?
Nobody peed on you. No, nobody peed on you.
Daryl, right, Morella's walking along
Oh my
and
God,
she smells.
She actually
Yeah,
has
well,
the
no.
handprint on her face that I gave her still.
You should have told her that, Leah. You should have messaged me that.
She doesn't know. Does she?
Well, she doesn't
Right.
know.
Yeah.
So Morella's walking along and there's a gust of breeze. So she smells herself. Does she smell like pig?
No.
I love that. She's taking the power from the DM. It's like suddenly there's a
Yeah, like literally, like you're godlike
Man,
and you could just make wind happen.
And it just magically makes you smell like pee.
Yeah.
Marilla, there's no smell of pee off
Let me see.
yourself.
Does,
You
wait,
are
does
not peed on.
prestidigitation allow me to make a smell?
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation to make her smell like pee.
Oh my God!
There's
As
no-
soon as I see him go to move, I
No,
stop
no,
him.
that this is a bit metagamey, Hobby, because this is on sort of head. She's like,
Yeah, actually, yeah. Never mind. I apologize. I'll take
you-
it.
wait,
Game
you-
thing
you-
to go to wind and smell yourself as well.
you
Yeah.
Well, no, the,
oh, totally, Dave. That's why she's not allowed to do that. She just
I
doesn't
am
smell
not
like Dave.
metagaming now because I am literally every fibre of me wants to bully Drez into casting prestidigitation, but that would be metagaming. I just have to live with my whatever you have done to me.
Hey, wait until she checks her pockets. Anyway.
You know what? I trust you. You are my friends. So
We probably shouldn't have put her hand in water while she was asleep.
So anyway, this treacherous mountain pass, which are moving on with the nice smelling Marilla, not the pea smelling Marilla. However, she does have a mark on her face. Well, it's just a handprint, is it?
I went all there on her face, like.
what is it? I'm not gonna metagame. Is it shit? I've been with this group long enough to know what.
Oh my God.
Two-Face.
Yeah.
So, what was the
What
substance
is
again,
it?
Leo? It was mud, was it?
It was ash.
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 from
Ash,
the-
okay.
Yeah.
There's an ash, hellfire ash handprint on your face, but you don't know about that.
Okay, that's okay.
You just kind of look badass with it as opposed to the orcs. They might think that's fashionable, that Mad Max style fashion. But anyway, so back to the treacherous mountain pass, right? You guys are led along this kind of, it's like a swirling kind of, you know, like in Lord of the Rings when they're going up Mount Caradhras, and there's like the path, except there's no snow. Okay, it's going up, but it's not a very wide path, so you're kind of going up single file. Scouts taking you on this mad journey. I just want to say that Marilla, you have extreme issue with this journey. Drez, Naru, and Wilcom have absolutely no issue with this journey. Hecaron and Aaliyah, you are a little bit out of your comfort zone with this, alright? You're not used to being up
And
this high.
Daryl, I would like to try and charm an orc into carrying me up the mountain.
Oh my God! As soon as I ever see her do any sort of magic, I'm going to just like grab her, like.
Aaliyah, Marilla doesn't need to use magic to do this.
Okay,
Hopefully,
so
hopefully
Yeah,
she just needs persuasion.
the way you are kind of led up, there's an orc kind of in between each of you. You know that kind of way. So there's Shug at the front, then there's one of you, then there's an orc, then there's one of you, then there's an orc, then there's one of you, so and so. And Marilla, there's an orc in front of you. I'm behind you.
I'm behind you.
Right. So I kind of scan around. Is there any orc that looks like maybe they're taking a bit of interest in Marilla? She's
No.
pretty girl, like.
No.
Right.
Ask them Marilla. Huh?
Yeah, is there any one of them like that? Because I asked them.
There's an orc kind of walking just walking along.
And I go, excuse me.
He turns and looks at you. He's only got one eye.
No, you're all right. It's actually all right.
Seriously, are you poor? Are you poor? Or...
So I
Are
looked
you
to
rich
the.
with orcs? Or...
Actually, do you know what? I picked the best looking orc around.
You've only got. I told you you're on this narrow pass. You could pick the one in front of you,
There's
and one
one
behind
behind me and two either
Yeah.
side. So
you. Yeah, the one behind you's
Which
kind
is-
of like.
To either side.
No, there's not either side. There's the one behind just like this kind of little stunted, skinny looking orc. He's like,
right, I go back to your mom with one eye, and I go. Sorry,
My
I
God.
say I'm finding this a bit treacherous. Actually, would I be able to get a boost up the mountain?
roll a persuasion check.
Please say with disadvantage or something like that.
Oh my god! Do you mind giving me a backy up the rest of this?
And
Guy just looks at you and just goes, turns back around and ignores
I'll slow you down if you don't give me the boost.
I'll carry ya. The one behind you.
Fine. So Marilla kind of sits on his shoulders, like. and as he's carrying her up, she reads her wizard book.
Alright,
I
Marilla.
can't read it. But
Marilla is being carried, not because she succeeded, but because this orc wanted to carry her. What's that you're reading? You're gonna, what's that you're reading?
It's the book.
What you do with that?
I learn things from reading.
You can write symbols and markings, is it?
Yes. Can you read?
No.
Well, I could teach you a few bits before I leave.
How do you spell Grag?
Grug?
Grag.
Grook?
Grag.
Greg?
Grag.
I go, Aaliyah, what's he saying?
Behind shrug.
Aaliyah, what's
you're
he
all the way at the
saying?
back. She's all the way at the back.
I'm up the front. Can I
Oh.
hear her?
He shouts up to you in Orcish, excuse me, I'm trying to communicate with this human. I'm trying to tell him my name is Grag.
Okay. Marilla?
Yes?
Greg? No.
Greg.
Grag.
Greg. So Marilla gets a little page. Charming. So Marilla writes Greg in the back of her book and she tears the page out.
Yeah.
And in the easy pieces of terrain, she teaches them how to write his name.
What's that? He points at the letter J. What's that?
That's the letter G.
And that? A.
A.
And that one?
What's he pointed at?
J again. The
G.
fourth J. That one's J. And that one's A.
She just keeps saying it and like G or A
Right.
G.
So this pretty much goes on the entire way there. It becomes very irritating quite quickly. Butchnick's like, oh my god, this is doing my head in.
No, Daryl, I have to say, I want this to be. Marilla was like, when she was a child, like her intelligence was like forced into her, so she has abundance of patience for actually teaching this.
Okay, what would you roll to teach somebody? Let's go with wisdom. I think for a teacher to be truly good, a wisdom saving throw would be good, and your intelligence modifier will be of how much you manage to teach.
11.
Wow, you're rolling dog shit today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better getting out here though than in battle.
Okay, so you are all surprised by Marilla's patience for this. It is very uncharacteristic. As you guys kind of come up along the mountain, you kind of take a turn and you gaze down. Oh, there's a dramatic fall to your left that would kill you if you fell. Okay, But as you look down, the path winds down and comes in to this kind of, it's like this is like another kind of, this is almost like a secret entrance, but not really. It's like you can see it from where you are, but if you are somebody from the Outland, you might not notice. You'd have to be somebody from Gordruk to know this passage. And you're brought down along, and then it comes in, and you see Gordruk as the cliff, and it's literally almost in a triangle-like valley up in the mountains, and you've never seen a more defensible position than Gordruk, and something truly astounding is happening here. The orcs are building, which is not what orcs do. They do not build. There are tents, but there are more than just tents. They are actually laying foundations for constructions, turning old dwarvish ruins into actual buildings. And orcs don't do this in Innaroth. They've never done this in Innaroth. So this is truly fascinating for you, Aaliyah. Anyone really.
Can I turn to him and ask him, I'm like, how have you learned all this?
That's a secret.
A secret.
The madness has drifted away, and we are ourselves again. Grezik has blessed us.
Did you say the darkness?
The madness.
Grezik has blessed us. The madness drifts away. Grezik is Carnoth.
Yeah. How long was the madness around?
The madness has been there forever. We've always been mad. Still can get a little bit mad if somebody were to piss me off. He looks at Heck. But for now, we are ourselves. We are calm, like our forefathers and our ancients. We are free to choose our own path that is not war. And yet, we choose it anyway! And all the scouts raise on. Good Daruk! Good Daruk! Good Daruk!
You want to be noticed by people, is it?
Noticed.
You want people to notice you? Respect you?
Noticed? No. I cannot explain. You'll have to speak to Nashgad.
Nashgad?
Nashgad Heart Eater is our chief.
Nashgad Heart Eater. Wow. Nashgad.
What do you think, boys? Thinks you're last with the Heart Eater?
When did this madness disappear for you?
Can we all hear this?
Yeah, this is all happening. This is all in common as well.
Okay, I wasn't too sure if this was happening in Orc.
It's common. It's
I
common.
thought it was Orc though. Okay. If your reply is in common, then your reply is in common.
The music was really beautiful there, and as it was going, Heck was like swirling around.
Now he's frozen.
The madness has been gone for many months since we settled here.
Did you find anything here?
I know.
Mind your business, half-elf.
Oh, no, okay, sorry.
She can ask questions, because she's at least half of Grizik's ancestry. But you, and especially you, and definitely you, points at you, Drez, then at Heck, then at you, Naru. You can all shut your mouths and let her deal with it.
What about me?
We don't have a word for you yet.
I have got one, but we'll tell you another time.
Really, just
So, we came here. We followed you. We have been nothing but helpful right now. I deserve a little bit of respect, and I want you to have some sort of respect for my fellow companions.
You get your respect.
Joined me in my way.
You get your respect when Nashgad doesn't eat your heart in the middle of our town. And when he doesn't eat your heart, then you'll have my respect. But until Nashgad says so, we won't be trusting you or your little werewolf friends. Now move! Mush! He stands there leading all of you down. Because he's just standing on the side as you all go down single file one by one. The orcs pushing you to continue on. It's starting to feel not like you guys are visiting Gord Daruk anymore, but more like you guys are being taken to Gord Daruk now. There's obviously a very specific reason the orcs took you this way.
Now, Daryl, as we're walking through the streets, is this like a military that we're walking through, or is it like an establishment? Are there children? Are there women? Are there like...
So normally what you would expect from an orcish tribe, okay, would be like tents and like barbaric kind of insanity. Like they're mad, and orcs are often fight each other if they can't find anybody else to fight because all they care about is battle. However, this is very reminiscent of maybe there are barbarian tribes up in the north that Drez and Nario would be familiar with, called the Jalkari barbarians, and the lands of the Jalkari. They are barbarian tribes, humans, all different kinds, different species, centaurs and stuff like that. And they would be kind of like, they'd have tribal lands where they'd settle for a little bit and move on, but they would be a lot more civilized. Orc tribes are brutally, like, it's just dog eat dog. Only the strongest last long. And they're brutal enemies with the gnolls of Inaroth. But when you get down this city, like I said, they're building things. They've got watchtowers made of wood and stone. They've reconstituted some old dwarven ruins that have been here. This obviously was an old mining settlement of some kind. And there are kids running along the ground. And there are women carrying baskets.
I look at Drez, and I'm like... Yes.
Drez suddenly has an urge. He doesn't know why, but he wants to like shank some kids.
Oh my god!
God.
I say to the orc that's kind of talking to Aaliyah. I kind of talk her on up to Aaliyah, and I go, I'm just going up to my friend up there. I say, Aaliyah, I have a suggestion.
Yes.
What's a game that orc children play?
Oh, I don't know what she can say.
Orc children don't play, they fight.
But yes, there must be something they hit with their stick, or there must be something.
There was this magical game, it began with a H and ended in ing. Hurling, I think.
You know what, Colleen? I'm going to make that lore. Orcs love hurling. Lovely hurling.
And I think, well...
Sorry, go ahead, Meredith. Go on.
Stone ball. They had a stone ball. Can I look a shrug? And can I say, your children?
You don't speak, Aaliyah. Not until Nashkat. All of you, my people will, if you speak.
Marilla, I ask a question?
No, Marilla.
Be shut her up.
Stop, Marilla. No. Respect them. Please listen. We've dealt with your werewolves now. It's time to deal with my people.
I think Marilla says in her high-pitched voice, they're not my werewolves.
I'm not ignore. Shout out werewolves.
Sawa! He screamed, like the orc screams Sawa, which is the orcish for silence. And he screams it at you before you guys enter the threshold of the town. You can estimate that Gord Daruk has about 150 to 200 orcs here, maybe more if they're living inside the mountains. But from the surface, there's about 200, possible population 200. As you are walked through the streets, the children are ushered away from you, and the women carrying the fruits move away, and the women are also warriors, by the way. There's also men carrying fruits. It's everyone pulls their weight society. And you are met with deep mistrust. I mean, all of you are met with distrust. In particular, Aaliyah, you seem to be quite the focus of a lot of hatred as you're walking through. Naru, you are also the focus of quite a lot of hatred. Orcs and elves have a very troubled past. Very troubled past because you're...
Wait, what about Drez?
Drez is kind of a half-elf, you know, he's kind of like not even worthy of the stand. But there is a very troubled past between the elvish gods Zaymendos and Carnoth. Those gods have been known to clash a lot. Zaymendos was like the right-hand sword of Mornest, and Carnoth and Zaymendos has often wanted... The Church of Zaymendos has been petitioning for years to have Carnoth officially removed from the pantheon of Mornest. So there's a huge amount of hatred between elves and orcs, specifically over these two gods and their disagreements. Grezik loves when the orcs sack an elvish settlement. So that's a big thing. You know, the Elvish hatred is mutual as well. So that is important to know. But mainly the focus is on Aaliyah. They seem to really dislike you, Aaliyah, as you led through. And you're brought right up to this very, very large kind of three-pronged building sticking out of a mountain. And there's like one thing here, and in the middle. And basically, Shug stops you right where you are. And you will enter. To all of us into this tent.
I'll nod a shrug. And I'll nod at everyone. And I'll say...
This is to all of us, Aaliyah. He's telling all of us to go in.
Yeah, I'll walk in first and I'll nod at them to say, come on.
She speaks. You follow.
I'll shrug and just walk in.
It's actually Shug.
I gives the thumb up.
Shug Knights.
Shug Knights.
Well, put their finger on our lip.
You guys are led into this kind of central tent, and inside you see there's this massive long oak table. All across you can see maps of Keromit, and there's one map right in the middle that shows the entirety of Keromit, and right in you can see Fort Feldrop, and there's a dagger right through it. This is incredibly disturbing because orcs don't. Not only do orcs not build things, orcs don't make battle plans. Orcs aren't like that. They just hoard along. That's all they do. So obviously there is an intelligence. So they've obviously managed to build themselves up to a military-like intelligence. They've got scouts. They haven't attacked yet. They're obviously doing something. And then
Daryl,
behind. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I roll like a history check to see, or even an arcana check to see if the orcs have ever shown this kind of intelligence, or is it just them being calm that they've started listening to themselves and that's why they're
Dave, you're a druid. I don't need to tell you that this is unquestionably out of character for orcs. There are hundreds of scholars that live in Innerot that would love to be here right now to document this, because this is unheard of. Since the days of Carnot. When Carnot killed Demerek, the very first devil, his screams drove the orcs insane, and so began the Orc Wars. And the orcs nearly destroyed all the civilizations in Innerot, just as this big, crazy fucking horde of insane people. After they were defeated and they were driven into the wildlands, orcs have never reached this level again of organization. I'm talking like building something is crazy.
Yeah, that's what
you don't need to roll for that.
Is it so? It's them being calm and not insane is helping them all fucking...
Yeah, because orcs are not actually born... like, they're not stupid.
There's not like something like making them super intelligent. Like, you know?
No, nothing's making them...
Never dumb. Yeah. They were never dumb in the first state. They were just so insane that they never listened.
Exactly. They're not stupid. They're insane. Yeah, they don't have low intelligence.
So it's like clouded.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so their minds are clouded by rage and insanity because of what happened to Carnot.
I just want to make sure. But,
Daryl, as a former soldier, like it's in my background, would I be able to tell from a glance at these plans if they're like good plans, or would I have to sit down and pore over them?
Roll me a intelligence check, but with an advantage, and I'll give you a low enough DC because I don't want to just hand it to you, but at the same time I do understand where you're coming from.
That's a really good question.
It is, yeah, it is. Well, it's good use of your background now. I'm taking inspiration.
Come
on. The music's so intense.
It's okay. 10
was 10 and 6.
It's okay. 10 was the DC anyway, because you were actually a sergeant in the Grimhounds. So you would have been involved heavily in planning. The orcs, not only as this have they been accurately planning how to raid, they've actually began an assault on Keromit. You guys have arrived too late. You can tell. Hakron immediately looking at the table, you look down, you can see that 2 days ago the orcs began attacking Keromit. Not the city now, but attacking key locations along, looking to weaken Fort Feldrop. Your diversion to the Wolf of Tundra up north has cost you guys that the war's already began. So now you have to stop it. Okay?
I was thinking something like that would happen.
Is fucked now.
It's not fucked. No, it's not. You guys just have to end the war peacefully if you can. Like, you know, it you just didn't have to arrive specifically to stop the war from ever starting. You just have to end it when you get here, basically. And you can tell that possibly tomorrow. You can see that the dagger is in. Judging by the fact the dagger's in there and the movements of the troops, you can immediately tell that tomorrow they're going to attack Fort Feldrop and begin the proper war. Once they destroy Fort Feldrop, Karamith will be weak. But that's assuming they can. Fort Feldrop it took Bronwell, the Legion of Undead, to take that.
I shoot the gang like a look of concern, like just let them know something's wrong here.
Before you can do that, as you just turn, right, you hear Wurkar Bruktak. You hear in Orcish to Shug, you hear, why have you brought this? Leah, you understand this. And as you guys turn, you guys see the largest orc you have ever seen in your life. This guy is 8 feet tall. He has a massive white wolf mane over his back. He wears these spiked gauntlets. His arms are about this thick. He's so big. Like, he carries this massive cleaver that he wields in one hand down by his side. You have no idea how somebody could wield this with one hand. And he has almost no armor on except like a gladiator on his forearms and on his legs, clearly favouring maneuverability and strength over defence and you know, and that kind of stuff. And he looks at you, and this guy is very clearly Nashgad Hearteater, because there's nobody else could be the chief of this. And he kind of walks over to you. What are these doing here?
Can I say in Orcish, is it okay if we all speak in common?
Fine.
Thank you. My name is Elia Venko. These are...
Why do you speak like one of them? And he points at the rest of them. Why are you not with your people?
As you can tell, I am not a full-blood like you.
Irrelevant.
I'm half. But don't worry, I still have got my little tricks in me. Ask Shrug. And then I'm going to take out the tooth that I picked up. I'm going to say this was his.
He looks at Shug, looks down at Shug, and Shug's like, he shrugs. He's like, you let the half-blood beat you. Report to the barracks. 10 lashes. Yes, Nashgad. And Shug lives.
I'll say, we have respected your ways. I knew I couldn't walk up here. That is why I offered to fight him.
Shug Nashgad walks behind the table and he sits in this large throne that's made of wood, bone and stone, okay? It's an elaborate throne made...
Oh, can I just ask, sorry, is he good looking? I just...
For an orc, you would look at Nashgad and you would consider, yes, he's if Marilla is attracted to orcs, then this is probably the most handsome orc you've ever seen.
Like, I'm just saying, you know, like, would he have it?
Incredibly imposing. And he has a very chiseled jawline, and he's got a kind of beard that goes across that's hinted with a touch of grey. And he's got a black, kind of very black, dark piece of hair that goes down here. And he's got like dark eyebrows, and his eyes are almost... the white of his eyes is so overwhelming next to his green skin.
Leah, there we go.
He's a silver fox.
He puts his massive machete down beside him, and he sits back in the chair. I can deduce that you are here from the Karamith, the Cryarchy of Cowards. Am I right?
We are not here solely for them. We're also here for ourselves too. We're also here for another member of ours who is not here. But we will talk about that maybe another time. I can see you are not what people remember you from being. Very mind covered by your rage. That's not what you are.
He scratches his beard thoughtfully like that, and you can see there's crumbs of food falling out. You're going to see.
Any bits of ham?
No, just whatever. Like.
Leah drops to the ground.
He takes the hand out of his beard.
And right when you expect him to say something, he doesn't. He continues to listen. Go on.
Can I approach?
You may.
So the map is on the table in front of him? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see here. Have you all gathered this information yourselves? Have you made this map yourselves?
Why?
It looks like good work. I myself don't know much about map making, but I can tell it's a lot of effort to be put into something. And for what people think of you being, it's not something I'd expect.
You have so little faith in your own people. You don't think us capable of creating a map.
No. It's judgment from other people. That's what it is. I walked through here. I saw the way everybody looked at me. I'm judged all the time.
You are judged because you are a traitor.
I'm not a traitor.
You are a blood traitor.
I'm not a traitor. I still fight.
I know by the way you speak, your educated dialect. You are from the Andic Empire. You were raised by humans, or orcs so human-like, they may as well be human. If any of your other colleagues spoke any hint of orcish, they are who I will be dealing with, Alia Venko, not a treacherous half-blood. State your case why I shouldn't have you all executed right now. The war has begun. You could be spies.
We would not walk up here if we were spies. We would already know this information if we were spies. I have come to talk to you because you are a civilized person, but I also know what other side of you have. What has happened? The darkness. What has gone on? It has obviously helped you and your people in a lot of ways. What is it that you seek? What is it that you want from Fort Veldrop? From all of Kermit?
Vengeance. For everything. It will not stop at Keramit. When Fort Veldrop falls, so too will the city of Keramit. And after that I will call upon a horde of orcs, so mighty and so calm, the days of the Orc Wars shall seem like a trivial thing. And when the blood of 1,000,000 humans washes the streets of the Andic capital of Andast, only then will I have peace. Alia Venko. You may leave, but you may not leave the camp. You will relinquish your weapons, and you shall remain here. And when the fort falls, then you shall be released. And then you will understand my civility. Alia Venko. And as you kind of leans back, he kind of rubs his beard again, but the curtain of the kind of yurt opens, and you kind of see an orc come in, and he says something in Orcish, okay? And he says in Orcish, Nasgad. So go, Nasgad. Zugavia calls. She is unwell again. And he says, I will be there but a moment. In Orcish again, and then the thing closes and and then the orc walks off. Now drop your weapons on the table. Or he puts his hand on his meat cleaver. We do it the fun way.
Who is unwell?
It's not your business.
Do you have somebody who's by your side?
Is that a proposition? Are you looking to mate with me, half-blood?
No.
Marla in the background is like, go for it, Leah.
That's what you want.
You can do worse.
The orc sleeps tonight.
What was the name that was said again? Sorry.
I'll get a few now. Hang on, let me just make
No.
sure I'm getting it right.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get it wrong, and there are two names I keep mixing up. Just give me a second there. Sorry guys, just give me a second here. If I get it wrong, I'll be so pissed off at myself. Zugavia.
Lugavia.
Zugavia, it's a female orc name.
So that's why I said, do you have another half?
Yeah, and then he laughed and said, "Why you looking to make me?"
Can I strike a deal?
He stands up. First, relinquish your weapons.
First.
He points to it to the table for yourself to put his weapons on.
First.
I
Tell
put
me
my
more about
sword on the
Lugavia.
table. I'm putting my sword on the table. When I see that, I'm putting my sword on the table. I can tell it's not going well for Leo.
Okay.
I put my 3 daggers on the table.
I'm a wizard, so I went down.
A wizard. Really? He looks at you.
Zugavia. Zugavia. Who is Zugavia?
Why would I tell a treacherous half-blood who brings a wizard to my city?
Well, she sounds unwell by the looks of it, and you're obviously concerned. Tell me, and us outsiders might be able to help you.
You can see what you're saying is getting done because he's gripping the throne, the arm of the throne, like with such force. You can see the nails are beginning to buckle and give way as he begins. He kind of squeezing the handle of his machete, revealing the thick purple veins all the way up his arm. Roll a persuasion check.
Ooh. Please not 20.
Persuasion.
I wish we could help, but we technically can't because we have to be quiet.
You probably do more harm than help.
Yeah.
I was just about to say
Get out. Relinquish your weapons and get out. This is your last warning, Half-Blood. Don't make me eat your heart. He bangs the throne, then he stands up and he's quite angry. You can see he's foaming at the mouth almost.
I will leave. We will leave.
Weapons! He points to the table to all of you. And he looks at you, Naru.
I don't know.
You have a mace.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then I'll throw my mace there. Then yeah.
And your shield.
I'm not giving. I don't want to give up my shield.
Okay, we'll do that in a second. Naru.
Okay, I know.
I'll put my bow down. And I'll put one of my short swords down.
You're gonna try and hide
And
the other one?
try to hide the other one.
Roll a stealth check.
Please.
God, we're
17.
really bad.
oh, thank God.
You kind of, as you take one of your short swords out, you slip the other one kind of into your, down your kind of leg. You can hide it in there.
I am wearing like my cloak still.
Yeah. So you manage to hide it. You lay shield.
Can I just say something? Oh, before Aaliyah gives up her shield. This is to him, Daryl.
Yeah.
I know we're not getting off to the best start here, and I know we're all from different backgrounds, but I think we've all experienced love and care in some form.
He interrupts you, Marilla, because he grabs. What he does is he grabs a brazier beside him that was lit from the night before. It's not lit now, and I mean he throws it at you, at full force. He's rage filled, and he hits you with it. It actually slams into you, and he does. Let me just check what his thing is. 1 second. He does 10 damage to you with it as it smashes into you and knocks you down.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to
Happy, I
Dred.
think you're muted.
I'm going to turn and I'm going to say,
I'm
Dred,
muted.
No.
pick her up.
You're gonna pick her up, yeah?
I'll go
Dred,
over and pick her up without
pick her
saying.
up, and I'll turn to him and I'll say, you've hurt my family, and I can guess that your family is hurt. But you've calmed down and thought about things in the way that I know you can. Come to me. and I
Daryl,
can help you.
I literally grab my wound and I'm like, Aaliyah, heal me. Show him what you could do. Heal me. This is all talk, and I, like, Marilla's like coughing, but like, heal me.
I'm going to go over, I'm going to look at him. Okay, and then I'll do... what spell have I got?
He's not really the healer. I'm the healer, guys.
He mutters something under his breath.
I just figured he trusted Liam more.
Although this is going on, he seems to be holding his head like this. You can hear he is, obviously. He's holding his head like this, and he's rubbing this, and he mutters something very minute at the bottom of his breath. And he rolled a natural 20 to hide it. So only.
But Aaliyah has passive perception of like.
Because you still have your shield, you still managed to beat it. He fucking 22 passive perception. He says in Orcish, so it's a good thing you heard it too. He says, "I must drink soon." That's what he says. It's you guys cannot make this out. It's in a different language and it's so low. But he kind of looks up at you now, walking over to Marilla. He does seem somewhat disappointed with himself now, though.
And I'll look at him and I'll say, I can help. And then I'll just do first level cure wounds on you then.
You actually heal her perfectly. She did 10 damage. And you kind of, whoa. What are you, half-blood?
I've been sent here to help you by the looks of it.
Roll me a persuasion check again.
Oh, come on, Jesus.
With an advantage.
Oh yeah! Come on, dice gods.
Please, please, please.
He's probably going to kill somebody. If she fails this, he's probably going to kill someone.
Fuck that! Persuasion,
looking
right,
at
first
him.
one. Oh, first one in 19.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, that's good, that's good.
Second one, a 21.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Silver just.
I'm sweating here watching that, like, playing this.
He looks, he goes, "You can heal sickness."
Yes, I can try.
You kind of walk, he walks over to you and he grabs you and picks you up physically by the back of your clothes. "Come with me. You all stay." And he walks out. And he barks.
Sorry, before you go, he can heal too. And I look at Samuel.
Oh.
He kind of looks over at the halfling and he kind of looks back at you. "It amazes me you're not dead yet." And he walks out of the yurt and he shouts at a group of soldiers, and you kind of see like all these orcs kind of pick their weapons up and they run towards the tent and begin surrounding it.
But we're in here alone.
You guys are in the tent alone, but bear in mind, people outside will be able to hear you. And it's not really a tent, so to speak. What it is like, it's got a wooden frame. Like, this tent can be moved. It's got a wooden frame, but it's got cloth walls that are painted red, if you get me. Obviously, their intention is sooner or later to make the walls more sturdy and make them into something else. But for now, they're cloth walls. People will be able to hear you on the other side. And but you are in here alone. You can hear the footsteps though of maybe 20 to 25 orcs surrounding the tent, the kind of building. Aaliyah, you are dragged off. Does anybody want to talk while Aaliyah is dragged off?
I just want to say to Samuel. Oh, sorry, you go first.
No, I just wanted to throw a perception check to see if I see anything else in the room or in the tent apart from the maps. Maybe anything else that would give away anything.
Orcs aren't huge on ceremony, so there isn't like, there's no like statues or valuables or anything. There's literally just a throne and the table in front of it.
Okay.
The throne, however, ironically can be moved. The throne looks like it's meant to be moved.
Okay.
Oh, and I should also point out that this tent does lead further down into another. This building kind of leads further down. There is a door that leads further in.
Okay, I'm going to actually try and catch Drez's attention, not by speaking. I'm going to like try and signal over to him.
Yeah, okay.
Knowing that he's a rogue, signal over to the chair, and then signal over to the tent, and be like, investigate it.
I love the way he took his glass.
I had an itchy eyeball. Sorry.
Okay.
Can I like just whisper like to Marlo to go like follow Aaliyah and just like send Marlo off?
Yeah. Barlow flies out.
After seeing being pointed to the chair, I'll like walk over to the chair and point at it and be like,
I'm gonna try to like.
There? And move it, or I'll try to move the chair and see if there's anything suspicious about it.
You kind of walk over to the chair. Roll me a perception check.
That's not mine, sadly.
Roll with Archmage's favour. See that?
Oh, there we go. A 6.
What is going on?
You're
like, it's something.
You kind of go, yeah, this is definitely a throne.
Yes, this is definitely a one.
Do you guys have over in Ireland where you stick your tongue like
Yeah.
like that, and it's like
That's what narrative. Oh my god, Drez, she just makes that face at you just to show that she's quite clearly annoyed with you.
Is there any chance we could take a break before I go?
Yeah, let's take a break. I'm actually dying for
Daryl-
the slash. Yeah.
Daryl, before we take a break, can I just say what I was going to say before we go? Because it's literally a one-worder. I was just one sentence there. I was just going to say to Samuel, I only said you could heal, so she wouldn't go in alone. I just wanted him to know that. I wasn't like throwing him under a bus.
I also rolled to see if Samuel will follow her, and he won't.
Okay, we're going to be back in 5 minutes, guys. We're going to get some drinks, we're going to get some snack, we're going to get some grub, and we're going to take our bladders and we're going to empty them. We'll be back and just shortly, just hang around, and we'll be back to see if Aaliyah will be torn her limb from limb and her heart devoured by Nashcat Hearteater. Be right back. Love y'all.
The dice god.
Remember that episode where we sacrificed the chicken?
Dave, just everybody heard that. Remember that episode where we sacrificed the chicken? Hello, everybody. Thank you for sticking around while we took a break. Oh God, the state me.
I know, I'm sweating. This house is so warm. It's because I had the heating on all day.
It's so humid.
What? Yeah, no, I don't actually feel well, so I actually had the heating on.
Yeah,
I was so super
I had to
cold.
sit here and walk through the heat. Like, it was not nice.
Had a bath though, which was lovely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we left off right where Naru was trying to Drez into getting their throne to move, and Drez was like, "Yeah, this is definitely a throne." And Aaliyah had been literally fucking picked up by Nashgad and brought out. So before I move on to Aaliyah, is anything else anybody wants to do?
Oh yeah. In Infernal, I'm gonna whisper to Marilla, because Marilla can speak Infernal. I think I know that.
Yeah.
The plans that are on the table, they've already started attacking Karamith. The war has already begun.
Right, so this is what you guys see. Nasala Munalaka coming from Heck towards Marilla.
And Marilla in Infernal says back, "Are they dying now?"
They're only attacked there. From what I can see on the map, it's only strategic locations. They haven't actually attacked the city yet. They will probably be attacking tomorrow.
Okay, so Marilla gets out her little wizard book, takes another page out, and is like, writes down what Heck has just said, will be attacking tomorrow.
In what
and
language?
She shows us what?
In what language?
In normal language for
Common.
the rest of the group.
Cool.
And I show it to Naru, Samuel, and
Can Drez and Naru read common?
Yes.
Naru can. Drez can't.
What?
Drez can't read common, no. It was actually
Okay.
it was actually a really
You're muted.
You're muted, Hoey. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've said to myself that I'd give myself, like, not be able to write common,
Okay.
or speak, but I can speak it, and I can read and write Elvish, don't worry. So I can do that.
Okay, I say in a whisper, does anyone know Elvish here? Out of curiosity.
The elf raises her hand.
The half-elf also risen.
And I say, I write in my book to Naru, pass the message to Drez, and I give her a piece of pen and paper.
Naru now realises that Drez can't read and write common.
What am I reading to him?
Oh, yeah, you're writing in Elvish too.
What am I writing?
What you write? What you say? What does the thing say?
Like, the thing says, orcs have planned to attack Karamith tomorrow.
And I kind of look at her and raise my eyebrows and like, really?
Oh, can you not read normal?
No, but you guys were talking about this.
In Infernal.
And then I wrote it on a piece of
Infernal.
Yeah, so she wrote it in common and she passed it around, but Drez can't understand it, so she's asking you to translate it into Elvish for Drez. Write it in Elvish underneath.
Yeah, and as I get to that bit, I'm going to like be like, is this for real?
And I nod. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, I finish writing it in Elvish, and then I just kind of hold it up to Drez.
So I go over to Gobelini.
Oh yeah, here's
Butznig is actually sitting there just like playing a few strings on his lute. He can't play very well though.
And I speak in primordial to him. And I say to him, they've already attacked.
Butznig,
What? Exactly.
I can read the fucking letter.
Oh.
Oh.
I motioned to Marilla for a piece of paper and a pen.
How many pages does my wizard book have? I took a piece of paper and I gave it to Heck.
Last piece.
I write, I suck on it and stick it on the front of Drez and say it's a good luck thing.
Drez, we forgot about something, didn't we?
What?
Oh, I messaged you and said kind of Drez may have thought that might have been a bad idea after things kept on going and going and going. So I was like, maybe not.
Oh, okay. Do you want to tell
So
them
keep it secret. No.
Okay.
It can happen another time. It's great.
Kill the villain. Good. That's good to know. Sorry, man.
I'm
I
lost.
totally forgot about it. Don't worry about it, guys. So while you guys are doing all this, Aaliyah, right, you are like literally carried over through the entire camp, and you're brought to this kind of tent. This is not a tent. Sorry, this is actually a building, right? This is actually something that's been built out of wood. Okay, he kind of opens the door and he throws you in, so you kind of land on your knee and your knees and your hands. And there's a couple of beds there, but there's only one bed that's full, and it's got this little orc girl in it. She must be only be about maybe 6 or 7, and she looks very unwell. She's got a very bad fever, and you can kind of see Nashka kind of walks over. Make better.
Sorry.
What happened?
Night
Did she
sleepers.
go somewhere and this happened, or
We don't
did she just become sick?
We cannot heal her. I fear she will not survive the night.
How? Any more information? Did she just wake up like this one day?
She took ill after devouring an unsavory plant of some kind. I don't know. Just fix her.
Okay, well then, I'll just do, first of all, see if it's, well, I'll look at him, and I'll go over to her, and I'll stand at the side of the bed, and I'll look down at her. And is she conscious? Like, is she alive?
No, she's
like,
she's pretty much on death's door. She looks like she's not going to survive the night. She's pumping sweat. She's been puking quite a lot. She looks like she's struggling to maintain fluids. She's suffering from some sort of poison or disease or something like that. But you do know a lesser restoration spell will cure her.
Well, I know that my lesser restoration spell needs some sleep first.
Oh.
Oh dear.
A magic potion as well.
What?
A healing potion as well will buy you time.
We had a long ways before we came here.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, but she didn't ready you.
But
She didn't know
we
she was going to need
didn't
it.
have a- But it was all beforehand. Before
Before you knew you would need that spell.
yeah. And then it was when I had to change over my spell because I tried to heal,
Yeah.
do a thing on Dres. So I'm going to look at her, and I'll take a bit of my cloth and I'll like wipe her on the forehead, and then I'll just do a first level. I'll actually do a second level cure wounds on her. And I'll like hold her by the side of her face. And remember I said that I had the ring and I turned it around?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it back around the normal way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold it out. I'm going to put my hands on her head like that. And then I'll do a second level cure wounds to her. So she gets 16 back.
16 health. Yeah, geez, she's a child. That's all of her health. So she heals it back, and she's kind of like, she kind of see you manage to push the effects of the disease off a little bit, and you kind of see that she kind of wakes up a little bit, and then straight away Nashka kind of he actually this time gently pushes you out of the way, and he kneels down and he grabs the little girl's hand. He's like, "My sweet Sugavia, you live. Are you okay?" And the kid speaks back in Orcish, basically saying it's good to see your father. And you can they have kind of a moment that you just kind of hold these, praise Gressic, praise Gressic. And he kind of looks back up at you and he's like, "Why have you come?"
We need to speak about things. But we need to fully make sure that I presume she's your daughter. I need to make sure that she's actually going to be okay.
She's done better.
Like, would I know, like, if I was to leave her now, if I was to technically get my long rest, right, would she be dead? Or
No, you've bought her a couple of days.
Okay, so I've done a few days.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. She has been given a few more days, but I will have to stay here for at least one day, so I could actually fully heal her. Would that be possible?
Yes. Yes.
Can we sit down like civilized people, and can we actually have a conversation about things?
Fine. Zugavia, I shall be back. He kind of stands up and he kisses her gently on the head, and he stands up and then he goes, back to the throne.
I'll look at her and I'll just like smile at her, and I'll say in Orcish, "Don't worry, you'll be all right."
She gives you quite a sweet smile.
Okay. And then I'll turn to him and I'll say, "Can I walk this time?"
Yes. This time you're brought back over to the tent. You're brought back right over to the tent, right as Nari was writing something down on a piece of paper and handed it to Drez. And as you kind of hand the Drez, the two of these kind of walk back into the tent.
Behind my back.
Nashgad says, I shall be back shortly. You can see there's a vein on the other side of his head. I shall be back shortly. And he walks through the door. You see, he kind of takes a key out and he unlocks it, and he walks. This door actually leads into the mountains, and he walks into the mountains, closes the door behind him, and he's gone for now.
I'll turn to them and I'll say, he's willing to talk to us. I don't know when he's going to come back, but after he hit you, Marilla, before he done anything, he was in pain for a little bit. He asked for a drink. He said he needs to drink soon. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing that's probably where he's going now.
I didn't hear, we didn't hear that, so I'm going to say to Elia, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but Heck has figured out they're attacking Karamet tomorrow.
They've already started attacking places, just strategic locations outside of Karamet.
They're not going to attack Karamet City. They're going to attack Fort Feldrop.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the military power of Karamet.
Yeah.
What's left of it after Bronwell, anyway.
He said that we can talk about things.
What did you just go and do?
We'll have
what
to
happened?
It's his daughter. She's not well. So, at least we know that it is his... He has some sort of conscience and soul beneath him. But we will have to stay here. I will have to look after her tomorrow.
Were you able to help her in any way?
Yes, I gave her a few days at least, but tomorrow I'll have to look at it some more. But he is going to come back, and he said he will talk.
And they're supposed to be attacking tomorrow.
Maybe we could use tonight. Maybe we could use tonight to try and show the orcs the benefits of, maybe if the madness isn't taken over them, maybe we could show them the benefits of integrating with us, becoming, joining with us, learning magic, learning different things.
Marilla, I don't know about going straight into magic yet. I'd say maybe if we start with the healing magic first, we could teach him ways and teach his people ways.
That's what I mean. Show them that there are benefits. Show them that, that everyone wants to work together.
We need to be able to do this.
I think maybe tonight we should all be on our best behavior.
Can we walk that back a sec?
Just look at Marilla and just to say
what the fuck?
What?
Well, I mean, I'm sure Elia orcs know how to have a good time. I'm sure me and Heck will get on all right out there. We'll find a bar.
The door kind of opens again, and Ashgad walks back out, and he kind of walks back in, and he sits down on the throne. Thank you for waiting. Now, why have you come? You are here from Keromit, the Cryarch.
We're actually not from the Cryarch.
Who sent you then?
We're here from the Church of Artella.
He spits on the ground. Another of the Pantheon. Don't see my god gone. Don't see my digressive name cast to the dirt. Yet Karumit holds the trials of Karnot.
Well,
trials
we
of
don't.
Kelsabor. Yet on the other hand, they would forbid my god to hold a temple. Aggressive demands blood. Tiefling.
So,
could be that the fighting is tribute to Gresic. That's how you call him.
Those trials are nothing but the Cryarch's way to fill his coffers. He is a coward. They're all cowards.
Fine, then we will be honest with you. We come here because Heck is telling the truth, but one of our companions, our friends, followed that church, and he is in a bad way now. And in order for him to achieve what he wanted to in life, we have come here to try and find peace. We do this not for a church, not for Kermit. We do this for a friend.
That is quite touching, wizard. I should forsake my people's future, their survival, for your precious little friend.
Why are you forsaking it?
For if we do not attack, if we do not conquer or destroy, then the very same fate shall be delivered upon us. It is the way of the world. Do not be ignorant. If we do not destroy the Cryarch, he will destroy us. Why else has he been building a force in Fort Feldrop?
That's not the case.
we have put that on hold in order to speak to you about this. He
has agreed to that.
In one word, what do you want?
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. You come to me to speak of peace. My people. Peace between my people and those empires and cities. Where was peace when they drove my people from their lands? Where was peace when our enemies closed in around us and ridiculed us for our barbarity and dedication to Gressif, the greatest of our people? Where was peace when I approached Feldrop and 7 of my brothers and my father were slain with the promise of retribution should we not leave these lands? When the dead climbed those walls and swelled the ranks of the cowards and destroyed the garrison, I thought it a trap. I waited, and a brave and oh so mighty Cryarch streams his men back to a fort. But I have noticed something in the last days. No more men arrive. Something has changed in Kerubit. Some divergence of power. That is why he has sent you, isn't it? He doesn't want me to topple his fort and bring to me an army of brothers and sisters, the likes of which this world has yet to see, since the days Gressiv has walked amongst us. He is weak. His city is weak and divided. So tell me once again, wizard, why should I have peace with he who would not have peace with us in our time of need?
Because peace wasn't missing. Peace was working in the background. Peace was with each of us that brought us here. That brought Elia here. To help you.
His men burned my father alive. And hung my 7 brothers from the rafters of the walls of Fort Feldrop. While I watched from a distance, wizard.
Now, Daryl, can I ask...
Why?
Can I ask, would Marilla know timelines? Was that actually the Kermit? Like, was that actually the Cryarch who was there?
Well, the Cryarch has denied any kind of... He hasn't really stated in any way, shape or form that he's attacked the orcs. He's made it out that he's been being attacked by the orcs.
Okay, and I say, but
he also isn't directly at Fort Feldrop.
Okay. Okay, I understand what you're saying, and I can't comment on that because I don't know. But what I do know is he sent us here now to find peace. I do know he sent us at a time when your daughter wasn't well.
Of course he did, wizard. I'm about to kill him. I am about to eat his heart. The heart of his children. The heart of his families. The blood should spill down my face while my warriors dance in your city.
You're not. You're not. You know how this works. You know Karamith is the capital. You know that you are an orc army. You know that if you attack Karamith and they send out for help, who would they rather see saved? If he calls from aid from anywhere else, Belhest, the other empires, who would they back up? Would they back up you, or would they back up him? Who would they rather see defeated? They may not care for him, but who would they rather see in power in Karamith?
When I hold up the Cryarch's head and place it upon the spike of the highest point of that city, every orc north of Meveria, south of the Andic Empire, west of the Azure Mountains, every orc in Luvenia, in the Elvish Woods, every orc from across the sea will rally to my banner. Hundreds of thousands, and I will see the Emperor dead.
And you would send them to their death.
My men would die for our cause.
For your cause, but what would you call out then? As you go to war, you know more and more fell creatures from either side will draw the war. It will get nastier. You will be hunted. You will be killed, as will the Cryarch. His children will be hunted, and his children will be killed, as will yours. The child you're so desperate to save, you will put in danger.
I am not desperate. I would see my daughter go to the halls of Kel'Thuzor, if so be it. Do not use my daughter as a weapon against me, wizard, or your heart shall be the one I feast on next.
It's not a weapon against you. It's
Silence!
What kind?
He slams his fist down into the throne. I've heard enough of this. Leave. You may stay in my camp. You may leave my camp. But you may no longer stay here with me. I have a battle to plan tomorrow. Go.
Everyone is staying here together.
Oh, is that a challenge, Alia Venko?
It's not a challenge.
Shall I eat your heart now? Like she said, the halfling can fulfill your duties.
He can't do what I can do.
I really can't.
He can't.
I could try.
Natural. He's had to roll a natural 20 on his insight check. I'm not even joking. Well, what? Well,
taking all our
you can heal. You can heal poison and disease.
Can I? I don't know.
Yeah, his insight check. I mean, that would be kind of known. You're a druid.
Oh, do you have lesser restoration?
Yeah, it's lesser restoration. Yeah. So when you said I really can't, it was a lie. So that's what he's the spotting.
Okay.
But I've never done it before.
But you know you can cast it.
I didn't. I just checked there. I don't know.
No, but Samuel knows he can do that spell. So it was a lie. So the inside check caught it. Yeah, we inside Samuel, not you.
Oh.
Carol, actually, while we're talking, can you turn on your light?
Yeah.
I think it would be better.
If you let us go here tonight or tomorrow, after we've also helped your daughter, this is probably going to be the end for you and all your people outside. You have put in so much for this.
And what an end it will be, Half-Blood. You can't understand it. You're not an orc.
Why would you want that? Look at me. I am half orc.
You are full human.
I am proof.
Your blood may carry the taint of Gressive, but you are no more an orc than her. Points at Naru.
I am proof. I am proof that we can live together. Look at what I have done. Me, a half-orc, Alia Venko, has helped give your daughter life for the next 3 days. She would not wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow when you go to battle. For what? Would you not want your daughter to live on, to see how well you have become and could grow? watch.
Leave. I will have my vengeance. Not you. The elf. That thing, points to Heck. That one. Her or him can change that. Leave my tent. Now. Unless you wish to challenge me. As your half-blood exists. He picks up his machete and he plants it down. As your half-blood exists, you have the right to challenge me for Chiefess. Simply issue it, Aaliyah. Or get the fuck out of my tent before I issue it to you. He stands up, flexes his muscles, and he puts his machete on his shoulder.
Can I just say something?
I'm going to... Go on, Samuel.
I'm just gonna say, like, if we leave, when you go to war, your daughter's gonna die here.
Oh no, one of you two will be staying to heal my daughter.
No.
In
I'm not
fact,
gonna heal your daughter.
both of you
I don't
will be
give a-
staying to
I
heal
don't-
my daughter.
I don't. No, you may have me mistaken. I couldn't give a fuck about you or the orcs. I'm only here for her. So.
And I will eat her heart if you do not heal my daughter.
And I won't. Why would I heal your daughter?
Because I will eat her heart.
Okay.
Now go. You may not leave the camp tonight. Once my daughter is healed in the morning, you may leave. Go.
Let's hope she makes the morning.
Oh, she will. She has 3 days.
We'll see about that.
Bye-bye now.
Harold,
Yep.
can I do an insight check or something to figure out if his, not to like read him or anything, but to see if he's different after he went into the mountain and came back.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, that's... I wanted to decipher if it's... When he said he needs a drink, I don't know if that drink is helping him stay clear or if it's, like, making him mad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I was actually thinking, oh, what
You
time
don't,
is it?
you don't even need an insight check. It's gonna. He was a lot calmer when he came back.
Yeah.
He wasn't throwing
okay.
things around the room and screaming.
Calmer.
He was calmer. Yeah. He was a
I
lot.
thought
even
you
though the
were
things,
calm.
even though the things he was saying were quite angry, he wasn't like going into flipping into a rage like he did with Marilla and threw the thing at her. You know, that's real orcish rage right there. When orcs don't do a lot of talking, they do a lot of fighting and a lot of doing. But he's talking, and he only stood up at his throne at the end. Yes, he was quite intimidating. Yes, he was quite aggressive in the way he was speaking, but there wasn't this uncontrollable rage involved in it. Just a general frustration and anger. A healthy amount,
Okay.
not a healthy amount, but you know what I mean. A normal amount.
Yeah. There's
So
definitely
what?
something in that cave.
Yeah.
So he tells you basically all to get out, and you kind of have no choice but to leave now.
I would like to be the last to leave.
I'll take my weapons.
Yeah, pick up.
Yeah, he has no issue with you taking your weapons.
Yeah, take my 3 daggers back.
I'm so gonna murder a baby.
No, Lon, don't drink coffee.
We're all joining the gang now, are we?
Welcome to
So,
the Dresden Foils.
Oh my god.
Right, Nara, you're the last out. What do you want to say?
I'm going to turn around to him and say, you might never know this, but without each and every one of us, you and your people will survive. We saved your people. You will never know why and you'll never know how, but you are alive because of us.
Roll persuasion check, just... It's not going to accomplish much, but I just want to see something.
Please get a natural 20.
Stop
Come on,
it. We're jinxing
14.
ourselves the whole time.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
He kind of just looks at you and doesn't say anything. He's quite intelligent and he's looking over you and he just doesn't say anything. Kind of just taking in your words. He says he's sitting on his throne, holding his machete like this, and he's just stroking his greyish black beard. You gonna leave, or are you
Just
just sitting
that in mind.
Oh, you just...
I'm just going to look at him and say, you would do well to keep this in mind, that without us, without Aaliyah, without that half-orc, you and your people would meet a terrible fate. And then I'll leave.
You kind of leave. He doesn't say anything. He does look at you though as you leave, as you walk out, and you guys kind of exit the tent, and you kind of see that the orcs have now. They're not hostile towards you now. Like, I mean, they don't want to be near you or anything like that. You guys are kind of standing outside. You aren't allowed to leave. If you want to try and leave, it'll be after in a shit combat situation. But it would be suicide to try and take on the entire camp at once. That much I can tell you. I'm not saying if you want to sneak out or so, that's different, but if you try to take on the entire camp at once, it would be clear suicide.
I'm gonna go for a long rest and prep some spells.
I want to go. I'll ask Leah, can I go up on her shoulders?
Come on.
Go onto her shoulders and I whisper in her ear, "Where's the child?"
I remember exactly which way it was.
Yeah, it's not too far, but there are guards at the door.
Let's
Tell me
walk
again.
around.
Okay.
You'll know. You'll know when we get.
As you guys, so Samuel and Leah kind of begin walking off, and Marilla is gone for a rest. Drez, Naru, and Heck.
I don't want to leave everybody by themselves, though. That's the only thing.
These are
'Cause
all
we still don't know where we're staying.
I would like to stay close with Aaliyah and Samuel.
okay.
So,
Okay, so basically, what about Heck?
Heck left his sword in the tent,
Oh,
so
did he?
Heck is gonna go back. Yeah, because Heck wants to go back and speak to him.
oh shit.
Okay. As Heck turns and goes back in, somebody approaches you guys, right? Just as you're kind of getting ready to walk off, and you kind of see it's a female orc. She's dressed in like ragtag, different types of clothes collected from all different things, but she's got a red kind of handkerchief that goes down the center of her. She holds a staff that has kind of like a wolf's head on the top of it, and like fox fur going all behind it. And she's got like black hair but with kind of greyish streaks in it, and green skin. And she's quite slender for an orc-ess. She doesn't have the muscles like the orcs do. She seems to be more of a different kind. And she kind of walks over and I say that went about as well as as I expected.
Same as we expected.
I think we all expected it to go that way. I must say he's a very what would you say, man or orc?
Nashgad is an oaf.
Go.
She says that an Nashgad is an oaf.
Wolf?
Yes, he's an oaf.
An oaf. Oh
Yes.
jeez.
Like a loaf of bread, like.
No, that would be an
No,
oat.
No, an oaf is an idiot, Samuel. You're being
You
kind
Heck,
of
you're
an
inside the
oaf
tent.
right now.
You've gone inside the tent.
Oh, okay.
I can hear Heck speaking.
She kind of looks at you and just goes, I have tried to deduce why you have come to the camp. I suppose you are here to offer peace. Is this correct?
Well,
Right, trying to.
try to.
Still trying.
I believe that is in the best interest.
Can I ask
You're
you
awfully-
who you are?
Yeah, can I ask your name?
Yes, my name is Malav.
My love.
Malav. I am the shaman here.
You are my love, or your love?
Malav.
My love.
I literally writing it down as my love.
My love.
Hello.
Just let you
I
know,
just
Daryl.
wanted
I don't
to
know
say
if it's because it's on the same screen, but there's a picture that keeps popping up.
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
think is possibly, I'm guessing, is my love.
Your character sheet and shit
Yeah.
like that. So just let you know.
It's
Oh,
like
is
literally
it?
It's
Mm.
popped for a few seconds
No, I
for
mean,
us.
I mean, like a frame or two.
A flash,
Like
yeah.
Oh, it's okay. I screen capped it.
isn't it?
Oh, come on, come on.
So just in case you might not want to do on that screen.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's super weird. I don't know why it's doing that. She goes,
My love.
yes.
Well, I'm Samuel. That's Aaliyah. That's Naru. This is Drez. He likes to be called Drez for some reason. I don't know. And
No,
Marilla.
it is Drez.
I'm just gonna.
No, Marilla's asleep.
Marilla's gone to bed. She just found him. She
Where's
just found
the
us.
hair? On the ground.
Marilla literally just walked over to a bed and went to sleep. Like she literally just sat down. She made herself comfy and she goes, "I'm tired now," and she lied in the bed.
I'm
while I went to
sorry,
sleep.
I have to because I need to prepare something.
So do I. I have to go sleep too.
Yeah, but Marilla has just literally walked off, found a bed rolling, and just kind of lied down, read a book, and dozed off.
In the middle of
An orc settlement, yeah.
Daryl,
With
before
three
I
balls
know
of
the
sword as well.
can I make the book I read before I go to sleep? I want to have a flick through that spell book I found.
Yeah, that whole book's going to have to be translated. That's going to take several hours.
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
Yeah, well, you speak Undercommon, don't you?
I think I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah. So
I do. Yeah.
You're gonna have to spend a couple of hours translating the book into Draconic, and then you can begin learning the spells.
Right. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
While they're
the woman
gone.
reading your book over there is Marilla.
She's quite an interesting one.
Why did you go over there?
I don't know. She just found her. I don't know, she's weird.
Sorry, I'm just gonna jump to Heck for a second, right? Heck, you kind of walk in and you kind of see Nashgar just looking over the table, and he looks up at you. Forget your sword.
I actually left it behind as an excuse to speak with you, soldier to soldier.
You are no soldier.
My past dictates otherwise.
What do you fight for?
For a long time, nothing except coin.
What you fight for now?
Now I fight for... I don't know, I guess.
Then you are not a soldier. You are a fool with a sword. Take your sword and get out of my tent.
Be that as it may, I've read your battle plans, and there's a fatal flaw in them. You're accounting for just Fort Feldrop. What you're not accounting for is that the Cryarch is not the seat of power in Karamith. If you attack Karamith purely to attack the Cryarch, that is it will work. You will get rid of the Cryarch, you will get rid of the town guards. What you will also be instigating is you will trigger the wrath of House... what was the house name?
It's actually just called the Merchant Guild now.
You will trigger the wrath of the Merchant Guild, and the Merchant Guild is not just based in Karamith, they have fingers everywhere. You are looking at the complete and total holocaust of your people.
Roll a persuasion check.
As Draz said, come on, dice gods, come on.
Not these rolls. Not these rolls.
17, and I'll use my inspiration.
Oh.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, just to make sure.
4.
With the 2, it's 9. 19.
Okay, look at you use that. Okay, soldier, I believe you. Who is the leader of this guild?
The leader of this guild is a woman named Kasifa Halemi. She has ties to House Diamond, which is a powerful guild of assassins. We have made a deal with her, in that she cannot directly attack us. However, if someone else were to incur her wrath, she would bring the full wrath of House Diamond and every other associated thieves and assassins guild down on them.
Very well.
What you've built here is
Very
amazing.
well.
I have...
Mr. Soldier, I will kill her first.
If you end up going to war in Karamith and you kill her first,
No.
No.
Right now, as we speak, my assassins are inside Karamith. I shall get word to them to take her down too. When the Cryarch is dead, and she is dead, and Fort Feldrop falls on the morrow, I will dance on the leaderless corpse of the Cryarchy. Thank you for that little bit of information, soldier.
Ek is gonna pick up a sword, nod, and then leave.
Daryl, I want to know when Marilla's long rest is over.
That's gonna be morning, Jenny. Be morning.
I don't care. Well, if I'm long rested now, it has to be before everyone else.
You can get up earlier than everybody else because you got to bed before everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Still 8 hours though.
You still gotta do 8 hours though, Jenny.
I know.
Okay. So back out to Malav and you guys. Malav is like, Malav says, if you're here for peace, then you may consider me an ally.
You're awfully brave to call your leader an oaf in the middle of the camp. Aren't you afraid that he or someone else might attack you?
I highly doubt my husband would be so brash.
Husband?
Your husband.
Oh.
So you really are his love.
I've had a clever play on my name. Very funny, Samuel.
I like
So
that.
that's
How'd
your
you know
daughter
my-
then?
Do be careful though, I could have you torn limb from limb.
If you could catch me.
Oh, I could catch you.
He's into that, actually.
But you know.
Gressive has blessed me with potent magical abilities.
I thought magic was
You're magical.
forbidden here.
Only the shaman may carry magic here. Or the shamaness.
Nope. Can you teach others, or...?
I wouldn't.
Can
However,
I ask you what?
I
why
would again
you-
would rather be your ally than your enemy.
So I'm
Why
just wondering
couldn't
why
you
can
heal
you?
your daughter?
Yeah, that's the exact. Yeah, that's the exact question. I
Healing,
Brilliant.
healing is not something I am gifted with.
So you're not
What?
the powerful caster.
Well.
That's what you're trying to say.
I can do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, I can't repair it. It is a curse of aggressive.
What do you want, can I ask?
I want peace. I don't want to see my people destroyed by my foolish husband's plot for vengeance. I know a way we can avoid all of this. And tonight, before unspeakable atrocities are committed that will ensure peace never happens again.
Can I say, does it involve what he wants to drink in the back room?
You don't know what you speak of, and I would pretend you never, ever heard anything like that. That will get you killed, Mrs. Venko.
Okay. I didn't realize it was such a, I don't know, issue or problem or what it is.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Carol, while they're insighting, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
My incredibly
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Yeah, heck, broke the curse.
Guilty.
Thank God, but he's also very cursed himself.
Oh,
She's telling.
Mr.
You can tell
Samuel.
she's genuinely concerned that Aaliyah knows that, and she seems genuine.
Can I tell that she is wanting to hide it because she has an involvement in it?
You can't tell that much detail other than she's telling the truth.
Okay.
That's pretty much just, and she looks concerned. You can read her base emotions if you get me. Just forget anything about that. That's not why you're here. You're here for peace. And I would say it is about what would we call it? 7, 8 in the evening. At midnight tonight, the Kryak will be dead.
Midnight.
Right,
What's happening at midnight?
My husband has sent assassins into the city. The Kryak will be
Assassins.
dead.
Carol, please, can I ask you something?
What?
Right. I had a long rest in the last one, but stupid Jenny,
No.
right? Not
You were
Marilla.
unconscious. You couldn't have changed your spells. No.
You're a dickhead.
I'm just being
I'm
honest.
okay, 'cause-
Jenny, no getting suggestions from the chat.
No, it's not. That's why I went for my long rest. But in fairness, I was like, "Oh, was that something stupid like I done?" Like, do you know when I leveled up? I
It's
was
not
like, "Oh, is that mine?"
if you're desperate to get. No, well, now bear in mind, Jenny, you can use. Are you talking about when you went to level 7?
When I went up to level 7, I took 2 additional spells. But when I came into this session, I was able to prepare spells, but I accidentally didn't. I had like 14 out of 16 or something like that. So I thought I had to take the long rest, but I'm not sure.
What do you think, guys? Should I give it to her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% she's unconscious though.
2 weeks away, that's a really long rest.
Exactly what Nikki said.
Well,
To be fair, I was wondering. I was like, "Oh, this is." But I thought it was my stupidity, so I would be punished for it.
then
But
we
I
all-
did level up.
What does the chat think? Do we have a quick poll?
I don't know how to do polls in the chat, but what did chat think? Will I let Jenny ready her spells that she earned from level 7?
You can continue on with what was going on there, and we'll take the vote then if you want.
Okay, we'll do it that way. So. Yeah,
Oh, Beth! Oh!
no.
Oh my god.
Beth said
Fine,
no. Good. Happy Raptor said no.
Might I just add before Dal?
Spells if you're unconscious being carried.
Yeah, I know.
How could you do that?
Yeah, it's a good point. I'm
I'm
sorry,
saying,
Jenny. I'm
look,
gonna go with a no on this, Jenny. I'm sorry. You are unconscious.
We said we take it vote. You can't just go back on the vote.
Well, technically it's 1-1
He
because
is God.
you're really counting
Stop
us.
the steal.
I'm only taking Bets and Nikki's suggestions though. So we're Drew. Whatever the next one is, that's a viewer. No, Bet isn't anything.
You already voted. Only one vote per
Come
person.
on, Nikki, come on.
Nikki said yes already, so that's what the tie is.
Nikki's already voted. Yeah. We'll leave that alone for now.
But can I just say I know Nikki can sell it.
No.
I know she can. She can.
No, look.
The mythical
Jenny,
there.
no, look. It's a tie. I'm gonna say no. It isn't fair. I wouldn't let any of their players do that. So look, it's you are unconscious. So it is what it is. It's part of being a wizard.
No, you say that like you've been giving me favors. You have been so tough on me through this whole thing.
I know, but even still, no. I'm drawing a line under DM decision final. You have the long rest to prepare spells to the end. Okay?
I'm going on. Oh yeah, but that's fine. I'm going on Facebook tomorrow. Shit, DM. Another group.
Ooh, guess who just de-leveled?
I love you. Sorry.
Look.
Fine. I assumed it.
Maria, you're having a long rest. Your spell will be ready tomorrow. I know the 2 spells you picked. I've no fucking idea how they're going to be of any use to you. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, I guess.
There'll be so much use. Fine, Marilla doesn't take her
It's too late. She's gone for a rest. Let her
right, so Marilla's stuck in a slumber. Fine.
Right, so you guys are kind of like... She's kind of said, I know a way to settle the peace.
How? Is it okay to speak here?
Yeah, she's just gone. Because there's two ways. You can either challenge Nashgad and slay him, or well, even defeat him. You don't have to slay him. That's your prerogative. I would ask you don't. Or we may get together, and I believe I can hold a Grumph.
What's that?
Aaliyah, roll me a history check.
Oh my good Lord Jesus Christ. So, see if I got an A.
Yep.
If I'm proficient in that, right, do I get to add the 3 to it as well?
If you're
that could be added to it.
It's whatever's on D&D Beyond. You go with.
But I've noticed that a lot of times, like, I am proficient in it, but it doesn't add the 3 for me.
What?
Which is weird.
Your history, yeah, that +4 is including your proficiency.
Yeah, what's your intelligence +1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
three plus 1.
You have no idea what a Grumph is, but she looks at you as if you should know.
I'll just ask her, can you refresh my memory?
A Grumph is a council meeting of all of the top generals and the chieftain. I could hold it and you could appeal the Grumph. However, there are risks. If you lose the Grumph, Nashgad will have right to your lives.
Fuck the Grump.
What do we need for this to happen? How can this go in our favour?
You will need to win the generals over, to override. You will need 5 out of the 8 generals to agree with you.
In 5 hours.
No, I can have it together in an hour.
But we have to agree. We have to make them agree with us in an hour. Look at how much we have been judged for just some walking in here.
The challenge with
well, I am one of the generals. You already have me.
Why doesn't Nashgad listen to you? If you protest this so much, why wouldn't he take your word as his wife?
Nashgad's father and 7 of his brothers was killed by the general of Fort Feldrop. He has taken as personal insult and would see the Cryarch suffer for this. He's blinded by vengeance. But I believe if we can successfully hold the Grumph and turn the generals against the idea of war, I believe we can stop the assassination. And heck, you kind of walk out as she says this. We can stop the assassination, and we can avoid this war altogether. I know it's began, but only minor skirmishes. We could call it even, so to speak.
This general that done this to his father and his brothers, what was his name?
We don't know. We do know, however, that he died.
Because I was going to say, we could get in touch with him and make him pay for his actions.
He is dead. He marched with the dead on the Battle of Northbridge.
And do you know much about the Battle of Northbridge?
I know you were there.
So you know us?
Mm-hmm. Know what we're capable of.
I asked Leah, can you let me down? Just a second.
Oh, yeah, sorry, here you go, yeah.
And I walk over to her, to my love, and I go to her, I go, now, stop me if I get insensitive or in any way rude or anything like that. Just stop me straight. I don't mean to be, I'm just very curious. Why isn't all these orcs not bashing our heads in and being the usual, like the other orcs I've met in my past life?
Just a Malav.
Mm-hmm.
That's a secret.
Well, it's a good secret. You should tell the rest of them. It's quite nice to have a conversation and not be worried that you're going to take my eyeballs out and eat them.
I'm not going to do that to you, Samuel.
Yeah, no, but the rest of them would. The other orcs I've met in my lifetime.
The other orcs
so
may.
Maybe you should spread whatever you've learned to the other ones. Maybe people and societies would treat you different. Or you can keep it to yourselves. It's up to yourself. I don't know.
Well,
Samuel has a point. This place could be like a haven for orcs.
It will be.
Yeah.
It will be if we can stop the war.
Of course. Well, that's why we're here.
But we are not willing to divulge our secrets. Not yet.
Do you know that an army of drow is coming this direction to wipe you all out?
Come on now. Why would drow be on the surface?
Oh, well, they didn't get to the surface because we stopped them.
That's where we came
Did
from.
you ever hear of the place called the Underpass?
Yes, to the north.
Yeah, it's completely destroyed because we destroyed it. To stop the drow coming here to destroy you. For some reason, they wanted to wipe out your encampment.
Why would
So
the
instead
drow
of
wish
coming
to
here
come here?
first, we made a slight diversion. Thanks to our good ranger friend here, Naru.
I think as well, did they not speak of a artifact?
They were looking for an artifact.
A secret artifact.
This
They were
is-
marching
Which
their
don't let
entire
me ponder.
army here.
Don't let me
to get
ponder.
it.
I think your secret artifact is the reason why you are so sane.
This is very troubling. Maybe that should
Yeah.
be. Maybe you should mention that in the Grumph.
Well, I could mention that. I could also mention that.
But do the generals know about the artifact? Because if we mention an artifact, they won't know it though.
Yeah.
Well, look,
What?
what the generals know and don't know will be up for you to figure out in the Grumph. Holding the Grumph is enough on my part. Aaliyah, there is also the option of you challenging Nashgad in the middle of the Grumph.
What does the challenge involve?
The challenge involves defeat. Aaliyah must either challenge him directly or have somebody step in and challenge the chief. And if she succeeds, or her designated challenger succeeds, Aaliyah would become the chiefess of the tribe.
Are weapons allowed?
Weapons are allowed, but magic is not.
Oh, that's great. Well,
I
I
don't
seem
want
like
that
we're.
to be an option.
Shame we
have
don't
a
know
go.
anyone who can fight. I mean, like,
I
it'd
know.
be really
If-
awkward if we had someone who could fight, you know?
If
I
you
know,
lose
I
the
would
fight,
agree.
you will be killed.
Yeah, and also we're supposed to be doing
Well,
this.
If we live the Grumph, we die, don't we?
The most peaceful way is to do the Grump way. No, isn't this
Yeah.
the reason why we're here in the first place? Isn't that for your friend Bruntonus?
I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight your husband, and I don't want anybody on behalf of me to fight your husband.
Very
I
well.
can tell you, obviously, difficult orc at times, but I think this sounds like the only way possible to have this, to hold this. But we need you as well.
You will
I
have
don't
my
know.
vote for peace.
We need you to help convince the other people as well.
No,
If they see you,
That's not my job, Aaliyah.
But are they as reasonable as you?
They're all different. They have their own personalities.
but we need.
I say we give it a go.
Go
I
wait.
say we try.
Who shall I say? Shall I call it in your name, Aaliyah? Bear in mind, whoever I call the name of, if it is deemed unsuccessful, the person who holds the Grumph will be the one who will be killed by the chieftain. If it fails.
Does that person have to talk at the Grumph, or
Yes, that
can we all
person will
talk?
have to talk, and anyone they designate can talk too. It is an
put my
ancient
name
tradition that has not been used for many a century, but the Orcs of Gudrup shall respect it. It has not.
Can I?
It has not happened since the darkness came.
Can I say a really bold move that will probably help us a little bit, but could we not hold it in your name?
No.
He won't kill you,
Yes, he will.
but then it will
And the
show-
shaman is forbidding from holding a Grumph. The shaman is loyal to the chief. That is why I
Well-
must.
Can I ask, who would you recommend? Would you recommend the Half-Blood? Or a complete
Hey!
stranger?
Samuel.
Yes,
That's
I,
racist, Samuel.
yes,
Oh,
I probably think addressing them in their own language in the beginning would probably be a good move.
Okay, so the Half-Blood will live.
Oh,
But
gonna
that
hit
does not mean it
Samuel.
all should fall upon Aaliyah. Aaliyah may designate others to speak alongside her.
Well, we have
I'm
Heck,
going down.
who is a warrior. I think he could speak for them.
Could we put all of her
Marilla's
names?
asleep, so she's definitely not going to be speaking for anyone.
She should be there.
Well, she's asleep. I don't wake her up. She's a very cranky sleep.
I'm sorry, I don't think you understand. You are gambling with lives now. If the Grump fails, one of you will be dead by midnight, along with the Cryarch.
She will be asleep and she won't know. So
You wish to leave her out then?
I don't wish to leave her out, but she's kind of left herself out.
I'll go wake her.
Good luck.
God bless.
It looks like there's an assassination going to be happening in 5, 4, 2.
Shall I go summon the generals and inform Nashgad that I've decided to sponsor you for a Grump, Aaliyah Venko?
How many people can speak at this?
Well, hang on, right? Can we not all put ourselves down, all of us?
No. It must be held on behalf of one person who will bear the responsibility of the Grump.
I very much doubt that they'll want to hear from an elf, so for that reason I will nominate myself to remain quiet.
No, everyone
I
can
will-
speak, but it's gonna be me. We all know it's gonna be me that has
It doesn't
do
have to
so.
be you, Mrs. Aaliyah Venko. I mean, the points at you, Nario. If you wish to speak, perhaps that may have some other kind of advantage, considering an elf would step up to help orcs.
No.
Well, what happens if I put my name up and Aaliyah be my speaker?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could put your name up, Samuel, and you could take
Please
all the
speak
risk,
it
and Aaliyah could be a
up.
designated speaker for you.
Yeah,
See, no, I have to
you've
be
already
the
died
one.
this week, so I don't really want you to die.
Somebody has to be the person who holds the Grump. They must deliver the opening statement, and then her speakers, or their speakers, will speak. Then the chieftain will counter. Then the generals will vote.
Okay. So, maybe
I'll be a speaker if need be, but I
should
don't
be a
think
good
being
speaker. Are you
Really,
a
you're
good
shaking
speaker,
awake.
Trez? Get Trez, come on.
I'd
talk.
stick her in the face.
I
with the broom.
I'm the big chief
So-
guy.
Hello, Heck.
That's a big machete you got there. You'd rather use it for cutting down trees than people.
Flattery will get you everywhere. We will not kill everyone. Yes. Okay, I think Trez could be a speaker, definitely. Yes.
Very well. I shall hold the Grump in your name then, Samuel.
Oh, I don't know.
I think Trez.
Sorry, I looked at the chat, my bad.
Trez,
I think
don't
we should do it to Drez's name. Bringing Marilla over.
Marilla, you're
Wait, what?
kind of half asleep. You're like, oh, what's going on here? You're like,
Yeah,
they're,
what's-
they're talking to this orcish lady.
Daryl, did I get my new spells?
Nope.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, do you know what? I went on D&D Beyond and I done it.
Oh.
I thought I was asleep.
No,
You told me I was asleep for the next 8 hours.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You just can't use them. They may be ready on D&D Beyond, but you
Okay.
just can't use them. It's fine.
Okay.
So...
Why are you waking me?
Well, we're going to be part of, I think, a debate. And if we win the debate, we make peace happen. And if we lose the debate, whoever puts their name in, up for it is the one who gets killed.
More
We're
specifically...
really debating with orcs.
Or like you need to like just maybe tone down the whole I'm a wealthy racist thing.
Maybe she shouldn't be a speaker.
I told you she should have just left asleep.
No, but why does one of us have to die? Why do we have to debate this?
Because this is their culture, Myrtle.
It's either
The way
fight.
things go here, and we have to respect that. They're not in orc.
I'm sorry.
We're in their part.
I'm sorry. Am I maybe this is mine. Is this the orc culture, or is this group of orcs? Because as far as I was aware, they were going in hordes, killing people, and now the madness has stopped. So is this something that's gone on for generations, or is this new?
This goes back to the days when Karnat walked the earth.
So what happens?
I would explain it one more time. Somebody amongst you will put your name forward to hold the Grumph. I will sponsor it, thereby giving it validity amongst the Council of Generals and the Chief. Then, the designated person will elect speakers. The designated person will deliver an opening statement. Then, the speakers will speak. Then the Chief will speak, and then the Generals will vote. If the vote is successful, then the Grumph will be concluded, and you will have achieved your goal. If the Generals vote against you, then the chieftain will kill the person who held the Grumph. More than likely, Nashgad will eat your heart.
Nice. Oh, that's why it's
How many
hard.
speakers?
You may have as many speakers as you wish, but you do not have forever. Bear in mind,
Well-
the longer you take, the more the generals will turn against you.
Sorry, it doesn't really matter who the speakers are. Who are the judges?
The judges are the generals.
And do you really think they would vote for any of us?
I know that some of the generals have doubt about Nashgad's plans, but maybe you can convince them more. You seem to have information we have not even heard yet about the Drow and so.
Malav, do you really think that an elf hosting this would be perhaps beneficial towards our...
Well, it would catch them off guard.
Then I'll do it. No, I'll do it. I will do it. No,
I will do it.
No, I shout down to Samuel and Halfling and be like, please, let me do this.
Guys, if
You've
there's anybody
already
who's doing
saved
it,
my
I should
life,
do
you've
it.
already saved so many lives, let me do this for you. Let me do this for you.
Hey, I'm the one who's killed my whole village. I think I should do it.
I snap to him in Elvish and go, shut up.
So Morella, like a mouse
Let's
in the
do a
background, is
persuasion
like,
check and see who wins.
Now, Naru, casual,
I will do
specifically
it.
to you, Casual Lobster, you know that this is taking your character's life out of your hands.
Yep.
Okay.
Can
So,
I ask me,
yep.
who would you prefer the speaker to be?
Oh,
If we were trying to convince you,
Wait, she is Drow.
who would you?
I would probably either go with you, Aaliyah,
Mm-hmm.
or perhaps Hackeron. Because they will respect the warrior, and they will appreciate your ability to speak Orcish. Samuel, I'm sorry, but they won't respect you. And Naru, they will despise you. Marilla, they will. I don't know, Marilla. I believe you may offend them. And
Yeah.
Drez, I don't know much about you, Drez. Maybe that could work.
I mean, I'm happy to host it.
Hi, Shannon.
I'm going to make a
Hi, Shannon.
a suggestion here. That's a bit. Maybe if Naru decides to do this, maybe Draz would be a good representative, considering their past.
We've literally just asked. I think Heck can do it. But Heck, if you want to speak, I could maybe translate through Orcish as well.
That's actually a good idea.
So
Like,
both speak at the same time.
So I wish to host this with both Aaliyah and Heck as
You
speakers.
could be a speaker. No.
You're going to be the host.
No, Heck host it.
yeah, and you and Naru. Yeah, so I will host it, and you, Naru, and you, Aaliyah, are going to speak.
I'm going to make one last plug for this, and it's probably wrong, but Naru, Draz, the past that yous have had, the hatred, and now yous are working together, I do think there might be some benefit in that.
But Marilla, they still hate each other.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why.
she
I know,
hates me. I like her. That's the problem.
No, I know,
Naru,
but
you're great.
they're still working. No, they're still working together to achieve
why I
something.
But an elf and a half-elf working together to orcs?
Might not send, yeah.
An
That's a
elf
little-
and a half-orc working together, though,
Yes, but
might have more merit.
did Draz kill any of your family, or that attack?
What are you talking about, Marilla? I'm so confused right now.
Well, when the drow came,
What are you talking about? We're talking about who we're going to pick for speakers.
yeah, and I'm saying why I think Draz will be a good option. When the village was attacked, he literally said the reason he hates the Cryarch is because he hung his father and his family. And I'm saying that Naru has a similar relationship with Draz because she believes Draz brought the drow in to kill people who were Draz's family.
And she's slowly
if-
beginning to forgive him. Is that kind of where you're going with it?
Yeah.
Don't know about that, but she's getting used to it. The idea of hanging out, that's about it.
So I'm just saying, because that seemed to be a point he really picked in on, that he can't forgive. Maybe I'm wrong. You can go with both of you. I'm just saying, even if you could mention it, it's maybe not a point to be ignored.
I think Heck is the main person. Heck, you're going to call this. I'll translate. Yes. And if you
I'll
want to use your story, I think we all should speak or could speak if you want to.
I'll turn into a giant bear.
No
my God.
magic. No magic.
No magic.
I was going
Not
to.
magic,
I was going to
is it?
say I thought they would appreciate the show of power, but that might come across as hostile.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna summon a pack of like white wolves because like it looks like they like white wolves.
I like white wolves. Can we get like the next time we're free? Can you just like summon some wolves that we can like? Can we just like play with them?
Anyway,
We are getting off track. There
Yes.
is an assassination attempt. We need to get our shit together and get in and get the sword.
Yeah, but
So
Samuel can
we
summon
have
wolves.
actually,
Yeah, I can summon wolves or crocodiles.
can we have like a few minutes as well to think of what we're going to say too?
But it's going to be an hour till they call the meeting, correct?
Yeah.
yes, it will be. Yeah.
Albino crocodiles.
So
So I
Malav
Heck's the
says,
main
yeah, Malav says, I need a name.
Heck.
Heck. Okay.
Hackeron.
Hackeron, you will summon the Grumph. I will sponsor you, Grant. She goes off and she walks into Nashgad's tent and she's being talking to him.
What do we hear? Do we hear anything?
No, they've gone into the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No mention
we
of
need
the water
really
thingamajiggy
good
behind the door. Don't forget also the fella from Carabin. What's his name? I forget his name. I wasn't out in it so many times. The fella he's having water to crack. That's the word. Don't forget he also said he was willing to meet.
Yes.
Big important thing.
Yes.
That shows that he's on board as well for the meeting and talking about stuff.
So
Drow,
just
obviously.
to
And
convince
Naru, do you have any like Drow shit? Do you have like a Drow note or Drow head or Drow arrow? Or
Yeah,
Drow-
I have the note about the artifact.
Oh yeah.
Merla has the
No.
book.
Should we talk about the artifact? I don't know if we should.
Yes.
Yes, because
let's
we
do it
can
anyway.
we can say to them that we're not the only ones who know about this.
Okay, Marilla, you have the wizard book thing, Michigi.
Morella's mad salty at the moment, so Morella's like, what book? No money's like,
Oh
I'm
shit.
sorry, I don't understand the terminology, but yeah, she's cooking dinner. Hekaron, you just talked about the war and how your strategic mind,
Wait,
blah
but
blah
Heck
blah.
has to be the main thing because his speech is the opening and
Yes,
closing.
yeah,
part.
but he will get all the I think Heck should focus on Big Boy, and the
Yeah.
rest of us. I think we all should kind of pick out a general each and kind
Yeah.
of go towards each. I think you should go for a big, powerful man. You should go for like.
Thanks,
No, I don't know who these generals are, so I don't know. Just
Well,
eye them up and tell them shit.
Heck, you have your fighter background. You talk about what you've seen, what you've maybe not done. I don't know. Talk about a few things like that, and say, "Oh fuck, I don't know what else."
Heck, I will be beside you, and the code word if anything goes amiss is Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Wow, what an interesting word.
Okay.
The board game that some soldiers played.
It's long, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd have heard before. Anyway, that's the code word, and I will do some things.
Things. Oh god.
So I lead it to Samuel. So if it seems like it's going wrong, we just like fucking book it.
Yeah, well, that's what I
Do we
think.
run?
And
Just
then I'm
run.
gonna come back later. And then I'm gonna come back later and kidnap the child.
You will never make it out here alive.
Even with flying eagles?
You might get
Yeah.
shot down with fucking 100 arrows. That's also a possibility.
Someone could have done that if they had a spell prepared.
Just,
Well, I can summon 6 great eagles, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's
I can
Wait,
disappear
3 seconds.
500 feet away.
What, you can Misty Step?
No.
Oh, you can super misty step. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's
Oh,
dimension.
Well, how's that gonna help? How's that gonna help
Well,
us?
that's not going to
Fuck
help.
off.
No,
any-
with
well,
the
it's not gonna
daughter,
help-
I mean.
Oh,
Well, not till tomorrow morning.
sure.
That's why I wanted to sleep, Draz.
Just make sure
Beaches.
make sure when we're at this grumph, it's I don't mean to be insensitive, Aaliyah, but it's a really funny word. But when we're at it's like I would see like a big fat cat and I would say, that cat is a grumph. Maybe
Are you sure you want to be a speaker? Because
maybe it's just a
It's a bit late now.
maybe it's
isn't
just
it?
a maybe if I get the big fat cat.
Oh, look at that!
No,
The hour's
the-
nearly passed.
No, a really important thing is if we want to speak, let's try not to speak across each other. But let's like
Yes.
And
give
if it
each
looks
other
like-
time.
That's fine.
Heck, if it looks like it's going all downhill, you challenge the big man to a one-on-one.
Yeah, that's Micah. That's the plan.
So,
Okay.
Naru, you're going to speak about the drow.
Mm-hmm.
Same with you, Drez, and you can speak about your relationships,
No.
as Marilla said.
I don't know if they'd like.
I don't think they'll
Yeah.
care too much about our
Yeah.
relationship.
Okay.
We have a short. They have. Let's just
They probably
the
also
children.
wouldn't take kindly that I had my whole village killed.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
pretend we're talking to children. Short information, but
Except you,
powerful
Dres.
information at the moment.
So,
Yes.
the drow, that's what you're talking about. I'm going to say
You hear a bell going
Okay.
bing,
the Priarch.
bing in the middle of the camp.
Yeah,
Bing.
yeah, let's
It's
go.
not. No, it's not. It's just. You can hear Baka the Grumph. It's basically saying a Grumph will begin shortly. That they're summoning the entire tribe to this Grumph. Everybody begins walking towards the center of the camp, and there's chairs being set up, and the thrones been moved outside and stuff like that.
So I'm literally going to say the Kryarch has spoken to us, and he would like to speak. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
is that what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
say you
tell
can
us-
organize a meeting between the chieftain and the
Quarks.
cleric.
I know.
Maybe offer him.
And no,
maybe
no, the
offer him.
cleric, whatever fights has happened, the cleric does not know about it,
Yeah.
and would like to hear from the horseman. But
But
maybe
wait,
not call him a horse.
wait,
We'll call him
wait, what do you mean?
like he doesn't know. Like with this orc fella saying that there's been loads of attacks and his whole family's been wiped out. Well, he's saying that he doesn't know about it.
Yes. So maybe we could get in touch with the general, see if.
Yeah, they can have a talk.
Yeah.
And also making this place a safe haven for orcs is a great idea as well.
I think you should say that, or else
Okay.
maybe you talk about the Kryarch, and then I was going to talk about healing and how I,
I was going to mention the Haven part. That was part of my opening speech.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm still doing
We've
car.
got this. We've got this easy. Heck's not dying today. Let's go.
As you guys are trying to
Oh, God.
getting ready for a Nashgard approaches you. Walks over to a lot of his, and he walks right up to you, Heck. I dare you to challenge me in this. But let me tell you one thing, soldier. No matter what happens, I will feast on your heart tonight. And he just turns around and walks back over towards the Grumph.
I think he's trying to get in my head. Do you guys think he's trying to get in my head?
He's trying to
think
get
the
in my
reason-
He's
head.
flirting with you. Why does everybody flirt with Heck?
I think his wife is a cover. I think he has the history.
So instead of challenging him, should I offer to? No, let's get our heads in the game.
Let's not do that.
Right, so do you mind if I go forward towards the Grumph now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
So, basically, you guys got brought over, and there's like chairs set around. There's one for each and every one of yous, and then there's one for the 7 generals and the and Malav. And then at the very top is the throne, which Nashgard is sitting on. The generals are all kind of sitting there. You know, they look like they're tough orc warriors. The entire tribe is around this thing, and in the center there's a campfire. And the whole tribe, the entire tribe is watching this basically eagerly to see what it is, because it's going to decide the fate of the war. So Nashgard stands up.
Can I ask?
go in, would I have known of any like orcish traditions for like respect or kind of anything to give us the one up before we go in? If we should act away, dress
Most
away?
most orcish
Right.
traditions and customs have been forgotten because of the maddening of their minds. There isn't many. This is, to be honest with you, now because you're a civilized kind of Sekrai,
Okay.
it's not something you might know. Like even your grandfather, even he was a civilized. He was one of the very few orcs born not mad.
Okay.
They're either outcast or they become great chieftains, you know, that kind of way. But usually they're killed. They don't last very long because a sane person like that doesn't last very long in a society like that. Do you want to say
Can
something?
I ask, are all the generals apart from Malav male?
No, they're not all male. No.
Oh.
So there's General Duck Coldhammer. Then there's Mac Handcutter.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So these are males, yeah.
Right, say it starts from.
So there's
Go again.
DHUK, there's Duck. Duck, like the animal duck, yeah.
Cute.
That's Duck Coldhammer. He has a massive hammer that he has beside him. You've got Mac Handcutter, another male.
Ham?
Hand cutter.
Cutter.
Elaine's like, yes, I'll get on him. Great.
Then you have Avak the Fierce, which is a woman.
Okay.
You've got Malav the Shaman, she's a woman. You've got Ajab Kidney Marauder. Who's a male.
Sorry, what? Malab?
Ajab Kidney Marauder. You've got Mugvug the Krill, who's a female.
Mudfog.
Mugvug. You've got Ruhrak, who's a male. And Gavag. Sorry, it's Ruhrak the Ugly, who's a male. And then you've got Gavag Skull Shatterer, an incredibly intimidating female orc.
Say that last one, sorry, please.
Gavag Skull Shatterer.
Oh, I know.
Shatterer.
Yeah. So Nashgard stands up, introduces all of them, and says, "My leadership is called into question to lead you. I respect the traditions of the Grumph, and so I shall honor it. But rest assured, I am with honorable orcs, and by this night's end, I shall feast on his heart." He sits down. "Who are your speakers, Hakaron?"
My speakers are Alea Venko, Naru Faradir, and Drez Wilrick.
Begin your opening statement.
Good generals of the tribes of of the tribe of Guduruk.
He can't even say our name.
we come here with you today. We come to you today to plead our case for peace. This may seem wrong and weak to you, but in my life of being a soldier, I have seen that sometimes the greatest battles take place not on the battlefield, not with sword and shield, but with men and women and warriors standing together and talking.
Does he even have a cock? You hear one of the women orcs say.
What you have built here is phenomenal. It is something I have never seen in my entire life, and it shows so much potential, not just for the tribe of Guduruk, but for the whole of orc kind. You have overcome a curse placed upon you, and you have built something, and you could potentially build so much more, but instead you have decided to wage war, a war that could potentially end in the genocide of your entire people. Not just for every orc warrior here, but the future of every single orc could be changed by what you do here, and going into battle with a city which has links to it throughout the entire Andic Empire could not just affect you, but all of orc kind. You could build something new here, something better, and I know that there are old wounds that have not even scabbed over, that are still raw and bleeding, that are driving you towards this, but we are here to speak to you to try and convince you that maybe vengeance is not the way forwards.
Malav kind of says, here.
Can I say with the whole translation thing?
Yeah, are you translating this or letting them speak? They understand them. But
I just thought maybe like a respect thing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go for it. Roll a persuasion check, Heck. Yeah, Leah, you're translating all this for them. Yeah.
So I'll kind of speak it quietly, but just so they know that it is to translate for everybody.
Oh, yes.
Damn, boy.
Okay. Who? So some of the generals are kind of grumbling together. They seem to be agreeing with Heck quite a bit. Nashgan, who's our next speaker?
I would like to allow Naru to speak.
Okay, and I'll stand up and I'll say, yes, the elf would like to speak to you. The elf who has already saved all of your lives. And as I say that, I take the note out of my bag of holding and I say, we have already saved your lives. Your entire camp was going to be under attack as we speak from the Drow. The Drow were going to march here in their thousands, if not tens of thousands, if it weren't for us. They were looking for an artifact. Apparently, you have a sacred artifact that the Drow would very much like to get their hands on. We've stopped them for now. We've blocked off the underpass. You're welcome. However, I doubt that that would stop the Drow. I doubt that they will just stop because one passageway has been blocked off. They will stop at nothing to kill and to get what they want, which is this artifact that you possess. And I believe that we aren't the only ones that know of this artifact. It is like a bullseye on your entire people, whatever this is that you have. Because if the Drow want to get a hold of it, I'm pretty sure that others might want to get a hold of it. Please know that we did stop them. We stopped them. We saved you and your people. And now I am asking here as an elf to orcs, please reconsider. Please hear us. Don't go to war. It will only end your entire race of people.
Roll me a persuasion check, Naru.
Please. An 8. Fuck off.
False.
So Gavag Skull Shatterer stands up and goes, "She just doesn't want us to burn down our pretty little elf wood." She flicks her hair. "I won't listen to it. Will you?" And she sits down and she kind of spreads her leg, spits on the ground. Okay, so you can see the generals kind of just... The generals are very silent now at this stage, look very conflicted. "Who's your next speaker? Heck, please tell me it's the other elf."
This is going to be Alia Venko. One of the bravest orcs I know.
Oh, she is no orc. Malav kind of goes, "Nashgad, please, no insults. And no more interruptions. These people have commented, they've called it Grumph and it shall be honoured. Please. You've both of you," she looks at Heck and she looks at Naru, "you've both been quite brave so far. Please, Alia, seal the deal."
I'm going to speak in Orcish. Say, "You have welcomed me into home now. And I want to say how far you've come. Such a wonderful place. Even for the short time I've been here. Walking down, seeing how well in advance you've become. And then I think the other side of what happens if yous go to war. Your beautiful work that you have done on this city will not be there. There'll be nothing for yous. And even though some of you look at me as a half, I am still half of you, whether yous like it or not. And it hurts me as well. I have been to the other side of which you want to go to war to. All of us have been to the other side. I have spoke to the Cryarch. He has agreed to come and speak to you.
Oh, the orcs are going to start looking around at each other. Nashgad even kind of is like a little bit.
He wants the same as yous. This is back and forth. A fight, trying to get one above the other. Communication. We are that line of communication for yous. There's no war or assassination that needs to happen. Please, don't go to war. We can organise a meeting, truce, whatever needs to be. But first, there needs to be communication. And I also think you should think a little bit more about what's on offer over the next few days. Mostly in the next 3 days. And of your child, which you should really think about their future as well. And each of your children.
Do you want to roll a persuasion check, Alia?
Please.
Advantage for mentioning course, no?
Yeah,
You all took note of what you're saying.
I know. They all were like,
There are no advantages here.
Oh.
But there are also no disadvantages. Take note of that.
Persuasion.
persuasion?
Uh-huh.
I can't look.
Ooh!
18?
Oh, please. It's one of those where you don't know if it's like enough or if it's not.
It's an 18.
Yeah.
Good.
Pretty good. Better than 8!
Okay. So you can sit down, and the orcs kind of they're all thinking again. And did you nominate a final speaker, Hecka, or just those two?
No, it's me.
I've got Drez too.
Drez. And,
Do I make a closing statement as well, or
No.
Oh, why don't you make a closing statement, opening and closing?
No, he doesn't, no.
Okay.
So, the half-elf wishes to speak.
Drez, if you would.
Great orcs of Gudruk, and I do say great. You've already shown how powerful you are by gathering here today, And that power has been noted by the Cryarch and the city. But if you fight this war, it will be noted by the whole world. And they will come together, band together against one enemy. And that enemy will be used. You can still fight, you can still have your battles, but this battle tomorrow may be the leading battle to the end. Where your whole race, your kids, your ancestors will be killed, destroyed, and forgotten about. The Cryarch this fear has made the Cryarch want to come and visit you. That shows you how strong you guys are. But that strength will cause people to rally against you. That'll be it.
Roll persuasion check.
I'm gonna add a little bit of inspiration. Was that just 1d6?
1d6, yeah.
Come on, 6.
Oh god, oh god.
So 18 then altogether.
Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad.
Now I have to go to the website to get rid of inspiration because it's not on the app yet.
No.
Okay. So, with you kind of sitting down, Nashgad sits there, stroking his beard like this. And then he finally, for what seems like an eternity, he stands up. My brothers, my sisters, do you not see? The Cryarch trembles in the city. He sends these to beg for peace because he knows what we are capable of. This soldier proclaims himself a warrior, yet fights for nothing. He could not even maintain his loyalty to coin, and he comes here and speaks of honor and survival. What would a devil blood like this know? And this elf from the woods of wherever that may be, she knows, in her heart of hearts, the devastation and vengeance we will inflict upon the Nevergreen Woods when we burn it. For everything the elves have done, for every insult, every gratification taken by the Church of Zemendos against our father, against our greatest aggressive. And this half-blood walks into our camp wearing a ring of an opposing god, that of the Grave God. She does not even follow aggressive. Why would we take her word for this? And finally, the half-blood, the elf, speaks of our strength as to flatter us, speaks of what we could be if we stay. The half-blood orc, Aliyah Venko, says we have built something beautiful. The elf says our artifact will attract. She has fended off drow, these thousands of drow, who have somehow eluded us. Yet they do not dare now, like 6 people could hold off tens of thousands of the Denzians of the Dark. Trust me, these have come here, cloak and dagger, to trick us. To tell us that we must remain on bended knee to this world. That we, the awakened ones, who drank from the well of Ikamek, and became the sane, we are the ones who must fear them. No, my brothers and sisters, I say, we raise our weapons, and we descend in a tide of blood that would make Karnot himself cry and weep the tears of joy that we know the trials of Kelchapor is really about. Who will stand with me? Roll a persuasion check for them.
Oh shit, Daryl's been doing well this way.
I will stand with him.
Yeah. Suddenly all our alignments switched.
Oh my god.
Mugvug the Krill stands up. I vote peace. Duck Coldhammer stands up. Peace. Gavag Skullshatter stands up. I vote war. Ruckrak the Ugly stands up. Peace. Ajab Kidney Marauder stands up.
One more.
It's not 5 we need.
No, we need 2 more.
No, Mav will give it.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. Sorry, continue.
War.
Yeah.
Malav. Peace.
Yeah, we need 1 more.
And finally, Mac Handcutter stands up. Nashgad, you would see us all die. Peace.
What?
Nashgad looks around, he goes almost like pale. So be it. We will take the cowardly route. Consider the Grumph done. End the war. Malav, call off the assassins. And he gets up, he knocks his whole throne over and walks inside his tent. And the orcs are all like, they all clap. Malav walks over, that was quite well done.
Thank you. We wouldn't have known what to do if it wasn't for you.
Let me add to it with some victory music. Just to kind of give you guys... Just to give you a bit more.
I suppose our next step would be about this meeting.
I suppose we should arrange it. Nashgad meeting with the Cryarch of Keramit. How
Yes,
times have changed.
Do we need to be worried? Because I know he is looking to kill him.
No.
Yeah.
Nashgad will respect the word of the Grumph, and more importantly, the word of his wife.
Yeah.
You have scored a great victory here today.
Will we be informing the Cryarch now?
Tell the Cryarch to expect word from Nashgad. There will be peace between Good Daruk and Keramit.
Okay.
Well, our job is not finished here. There's still a sick little girl that needs to be looked at.
Oh, we got a raid!
Pixie Latte!
Did we?
Or Pixie Latte!
Oh, I've no alert
Don't even
box.
have a raid mission.
Don't have a raid message, lol.
I do actually have an alert box for it, but it didn't work for some reason.
Who's it from?
Thank you, everybody, for the raid. I'm gonna check it out now.
Pixie Latte.
Yeah, Pixie Latte.
Pixie Latte, how the hell are you? What's the crack? I have
There you go.
Donuts Gaming, thank you for the raid, for the follow. And Mrs. Pixie Latte, thank you for the raid. Oh, here we go. Oh, Pixie Latte, woo! Thank you for the follow.
I don't know why the shower's not working for me.
Oh god,
Oh, the mythical
welcome to our intermission.
Everybody who's watching us for make this epic, follow Pixie Latte. Thank you very much for the raid. A shout out's not working because I probably haven't set it up because I'm incompetent.
I set it up though. I already set it up though.
Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. You've just come in time to see the party successfully convince an entire horde of orcs to not attack a city and be wiped out themselves. That's why the victory music is currently playing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the raid though. Big Saturday, I'm not familiar with if I've ever seen you before, but I'll make sure to drop you a follow after this and check out some of your streams, 100%. Thank you again. So,
it's the mythical A.
The mythical A.
Yeah, VIP in your chat, lad.
Mythical A sent you over. Mythical A, you're an absolute gentleman. Thank you very much.
Hero
indeed. Hero of Inaroth, hero of Anexia. Now,
so,
where were we?
Yeah, we will send a message on to say, what did you say? That it's been called off?
I will send off the message that Nashgad will meet with the Cryarch. And I believe you said you would fix my daughter?
Well, I was going to do that for you. is there anywhere that we could rest up for the night?
Of course, I shall bring you to your accommodation. However, there will be festivals happening tonight. Once a Grumph is concluded, it's customary that everybody, as you would say, party like it's 12:26.
Oh.
I actually haven't been to a big orc party before. I'm sure it's pretty fun.
I warn you, perhaps stay away from the orcish ale. It is quite devastating to those not without the constitution to ingest it.
No, that's not
Immediately
going to
looks excited.
Aaliyah might look out for somebody tonight.
Ooh. Oh, Leah's looking for the riot, what?
You doing it?
Where's Marilla when you need her? This is right up Marilla Street.
Yeah. Where is she?
That's
She's thinking more orcish ways tonight. You know?
Her orc half has been like.
Where's that wee guy that gave her the backy?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
God.
so the tables are cleared and barrels of ale are cracked out, and basically the orcs are acting as if they've won the war. That's kind of what it is, because it's ending now. Orcs always celebrate with it if they've won, you know. And they crack out the barrels of ale and like roasted meat, spit roasted on the fire.
Meat.
Ham. Samuel, all sorts of delicious kind of treats there. Like orcish pies, which are an absolute delicacy that nobody knows what's in them. You guys spend pretty much the entire night kind of partying and so and so. I'm assuming who wants to go to bed early and who wants to stay up partying with the orcs.
I'll party with the orc. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to party with them. But if I try get one, if I can get Samuel just by himself, and can I just say something like, do you think maybe I should like tell the Cryarch that to call off whatever is going to happen, a truce or an agreement?
What? Wait, what?
Will I tell the Cryarch now? I send him a little message.
Oh yeah, send him a message. Yeah, straight away. Yeah, just in case, because they attacked yesterday. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
he hopefully let's hope he doesn't have assassins in here ready to kill everyone.
Yeah, so I'm going to move over to somewhere. Well, what way is sending work? Oh yeah, it's all of them. So if I could maybe not do magic like public place.
So you don't want to do magic.
No, I don't want to do magic in front of everybody, like sending a message, being like, "Hey," while drinking.
Oh, that would
Like-
that wouldn't look like that. Would just look like a prayer. That kind of spell.
Oh,
That kind
okay.
of spell would just look like a prayer.
Okay, because I had like all of them. So.
Yeah, like there would be magic inside your hands, but it wouldn't be like dramatic.
Okay, so I'll go somewhere quiet and I'll send a message.
Yeah, I'll stand in front of her, like acting mad. Yeah,
Yeah.
normal. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cryarch, we have met with the orc of Gudrun. War has been stopped. Message will come to you of a talking. Oh, it's from Malo.
Malam. Okay. So the
Well,
cool. You send the message off, and it goes on. Is he able to respond?
Yeah, he's 25 words to respond.
25 words.
Venko, I am eternally grateful for what you have done. Thank you. Please come visit me upon your return.
7 words.
You've been there with Cryarch.
I'm not really sure how this.
You're going for it.
He actually says, I'm not really sure how this. It cuts off.
Really up how this works.
I turn around to Leah and maybe send one to the priest
Oh.
and tell him to get ready for Yo, but this is too neat. We're paladin.
Marilla, you missed it. Aaliyah was like saying she's gonna try and find a mate tonight, maybe.
Oh my god.
I was like, where's Marilla?
I'll roll that now in a second.
Malav and Nashgad both come over to you.
To me and Samuel?
All of you.
Oh wait, because me and Samuel, Samuel just said about sending another message, so I might do that as well then. What will I say, Samuel?
Just say it's done. We have brought peace to the world and we are magical people.
Okay, so then I'm going to send a message to the priest.
Yep.
And I'll say Elias already have at least 1 or 2 drinks of this. Oh, what was his name actually?
Hi, Parasite Voloman.
Hi, Parasite. It has been done. We got peace. We will be home soon. How is he doing?
That is most excellent news. I look forward to your return when we can initiate Brantinus into the Order of the Marbled Rose.
Oh, we done so well.
Nashgad, when you guys are kind of together during the night, Nashgad and Malav come over to you, and Nashgad's like, I don't agree with this course of action, but I accept it, and I respect you for it. And Malav says, there's something we would like to show you.
Don't
Aaliyah, can I get on your shoulder?
Yeah. Come on.
So you guys are kind of brought into the throne room. There's nothing underneath the throne, by the way. But they do open the door that leads into the mountains, and you guys are led down this long kind of winding trail until eventually, I'm just going to change the music to something a little bit more
We all get shot to bits.
where's the boss fight music again? Hang on.
Wait.
No, character death music.
That character death music, that's what I'm looking for, yeah. I'm going to just play some sad music because I think it might suit it here, right? So you guys are brought into this kind of open, very large kind of, basically an opening, and at the very, very center, you guys see this massive thing. You don't know what it is, but it's surrounded by ruins that look almost elvish in design, and at the very, very center is this very, very large fountain, okay? It must be about, man, it must be like fucking 25 feet across, and in the center of it rises this large stone pillar with its flowers at the bottom. It's right in the center like a circle, and then up it goes again, and there's dragon heads all the way around it, and there's water shooting out of them, and it comes up again into this beautiful kind of bowl, and the color of it is like a greyish brown kind of stone. It looks immaculately detailed, and water comes from the top of it until eventually it comes right up to the top with this kind of spinning kind of design. At the very top you see a massive statue to the Lady of Peace, Ortella. And the waters flow from it. I want Marilla, I want Aaliyah, and just Marilla and Aaliyah to roll me a religion check.
I'm proficient in religion.
Then roll a religion check, go on.
Oh my god.
I never knew that Samuel had a +6 in religion.
Jeez.
You have +6? I'm a cleric and I'm +4. I got 17.
Okay.
19.
So Marilla and Aaliyah, you guys kind of, yeah, Marilla's really intelligent, man. Marilla, you kind of, and Aaliyah, you both look at this and you kind of, and you remember what it was called. Nashgad called it the Well of Icarmec. And you go, wait a second, this is, you know what this is. This is Ortella's Relic of Woe. This is the fountain that was created by Ortella herself with some of her divine blessings inside it. This water that this runs through is the essence of pure peace. And Malav and Nashgad come down and they say, come. Come.
All I head down.
All of us down, yeah.
I know what this is.
This is the Well of Icarmec. This is why we've decided we might fight. We cannot risk it falling. It has given us back our minds.
This is unbelievable.
Have we walked down to it?
Yeah, you guys are right in front of it.
Can I take particular interest in the elven runes?
The runes, they're very, very old. They probably predate. They probably date around the time when gods walked the earth. They're ancient. They're probably about 2,000 years old, maybe a little bit less.
How long has this been here? Has it just... Did you uncover it?
We stumbled upon it when we arrived, when we were not ourselves. Malav it kind of gets involved. We drank from it in ignorance and found our minds restored, freed from the curse of Karnot.
It's so beautiful, though.
Marla heads. Oh, sorry, go on, Dress.
Oh, does your mind stay calm, or does it wear off?
We must drink from the well every so often, or we begin to fall into our own ways, our old ways.
Does this help clear mind?
Yes.
Of damage that has been done?
It has the ability to cure insanity. It has the ability to calm rage.
We have a friend who is suffering from insanity, and I'll pull out my flask, which is currently empty for a long time now. Can I collect some more and see if this helps him?
Nashgad kind of looks down at Malav. Malav looks up at Nashgad and kind of nods, and Nashgad says, "Go ahead, friend."
I'll dip my flask in or fill it up, whatever way I have to do it.
That right there is one dose of a cure to insanity.
We could bring this back to him. I honestly don't even know what to say. You have to protect this.
Yes, we do. If the Cryarch were to find out about this, or worse.
You may want to talk with the... Oh, what is it called? The Church of...
Or tell the High Parasite?
Yeah, the High Parasite. They would be interested in this, as this is something of their god, and they would want to help use protect us.
They would try to take it from us.
Why would they not take?
They are peaceful church. They want peace, so I would assume they would want you to protect us. It might even help them to have it hidden.
You must understand, orcs are the way they are, not only because of the Church of Gressive, the curse of Gressive. The world hates us. Long ago, we devastated everything. We have not been forgiven. I felt we must strike and carve our own place. But obviously I was wrong.
Do you want other orcs to have this?
Yes. I believe we can cure our fellows.
Obviously, I have my family.
Your family do not suffer from the curse of Gressive.
They might know people. My grandfather might.
It is likely if your grandfather is a Sane-born, is that correct?
Well, I thought maybe he...
A Sane-born is what they call an orc that was born sane.
Yeah, but I thought he was like gonna be all mad and then found my... I don't want to say in front of everyone. Never mind. Yeah.
I do not want to reveal my backstory to the party.
Yeah, I'm just like...
Yeah, we all hide our backstory. It's fine, God.
Yeah.
Um.
Never mind. I didn't ask any of that.
Do you want us to like get word out to the orcs about this?
No, we will do that. I will transform Gorduruk from a war camp into a haven. The problem is orcs only respect strength and power. If I had taken Fort Feldrop, they would have naturally come to me, looking for a strong leader. I would have to think of something else.
What about the orcs stop the drow invasion?
You could say it was yous that done it. Yous blocked the underpass.
That was true.
Yeah.
Yes, of course it was true.
We were given something that does a lot of damage in a big area by a really smart guy.
So you really did risk your lives to save us. Why? To make peace? You could have just let them wipe us out and your problem would have been done.
Why would we want to wipe you out?
I would never, regardless of the species of the person, ever want any harm to come to people because of the drow.
And as well as we said, our friend, we needed to make sure that peace happened. And we knew that if the drow attacked and possibly wiped you out, that wouldn't be something he'd want.
Or we could accomplish.
This is what we fight for. We fight for what's right.
Billy's lads, ho ho!
Oh, Billy!
Or a bit money sometimes.
Can I look at the flowers around it?
I really want to drink it, but I don't want to know what's going to happen to my character.
I'm so tempted to. I'll look at all the flowers around it, and can I turn to them and can I say, when you say your daughter, did she eat the flowers, or is this just my mind thinking?
She ingested some form of mushroom.
Oh. So not from this. That was just me looking.
Yes.
Okay.
Go now. Take your prize. Get back to the city. Save your friend. And tell the Cryarch I will meet him in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
Do you have a point of meeting in the middle, or would you
Don't
like
worry
to...
about that. I'm sure you'll take a delegation from me now that I haven't destroyed him.
Well, we'll be in touch in some way. I will. But can I ask, can we rest here for the night?
Why don't you rest in the comfort of Keromit?
It'll take us a while to get to Kermit, doesn't it?
Yeah,
My love,
I'd like to stay here.
we thank you for everything. But it's time you go now.
Maybe you've overstayed your welcome.
Okay, oh, sure, okay.
No.
Okay.
Return any time you feel so. But go to the Cryarch tonight.
It's getting a lot of mixed.
Can I look at? Can I do a little inside check to see if like rushing us out or something, like there's something happening?
No, it's not like that at all. It's just that, it's, you know, it's kind of like you can get back to Kermit tonight. You don't have to do all the travelling. And they kind of say, there is just one thing though. Aaliyah,
Yes,
you should stay with us.
should stay. Why should I stay?
You should stay and teach us the ways of these other gods.
Not a bad idea.
I can't stay.
Why not?
I haven't done my work yet. But I'll come back. No, any time. Marilla here was already trying to teach some of her skills on the way up of writing. So, in time, I'll send people that I trust. We'll come back. And we'll teach you other ways. Maybe someday you or even your daughter. She might be into teaching other people. I could show her different ways on how to heal, as I healed her.
On that note, then, if you will not stay, my love. My love kind of walks forward and just says, hold out your hand, Aaliyah. And think of the spell that you wish to use to heal my daughter. And she
Think of the spell?
Yeah, think of the spell or the prayer. And she puts her hand on it, and you kind of see this white light appears between the two of them. And she kind of takes her hand away. I shall pray to Anan to fix my daughter. And not aggressive.
Oh. Aaliyah gets a little bit emotional, she does, and she's like, will you teach more of his ways around here?
Perhaps. If they'll listen.
If any time you need to contact us, send out word.
I shall use the message
Well,
spell that I just learned from you.
Oh. Or you could do that as well. But no.
It's beautiful.
Nashgad's like,
you.
right, get rid of them before I start crying. And you see Malav, she gets her staff in the air, and you can see this red kind of magic surrounds her, and kind of drifts down from the bottom onto the ground, and a circle begins to form.
Oh, this bitch did not.
She's teleporting. Oh.
Is she?
She's teleporting us back to Kerabit.
Oh, do I have time to
Wondering
get
why. I
credit?
was like, wait a minute, it takes 5 days to get to Kermit. DM, what are you doing here now?
Yeah, that's why I was like, can we not rest? What about the daughter though? Wait, is she
Yeah,
here?
She learned to heal
You guys
spells,
have changed a lot tonight. A lot. You don't realise the true repercussions of what you have changed. It's not just Carnot anymore. So basically, Carnot clerics are forbidden from casting healing magic. That's why she had to learn from you. Before you can begin to tell her Malav had her own motivations to hold in the council now. She's a real broad thinker. Yeah, Jenny, you alright?
Marilla would like to drink from the water if she can.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. But I want to PM you.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna on WhatsApp or Discord?
What the?
So Drez took 1. What happens if we take it for Samuel and you, Heck? We tell her. Oh wait, we have to go and heal you still. Are we a werewolf? How many days have?
20.
Will that help you? Would it?
Oh. Wow, it's a bit of a bombshell. So Marilla kind of leans over and takes a sup of the water, and she kind of Marilla, you feel this calm peace take over you for a split second, like never you felt before. You find the clarity of your mind opens up as you are at complete and utter peace. You feel a complete understanding, connection to every single thing around you. And you absolutely, unequivocally are overwhelmed by the love you feel from Samuel, Heck, Aaliyah, Drez, and possibly Naru. It's a very overwhelming kind of connection with them. It's almost like imagine there's roots coming from your feet, like a tree, and they're all interconnected. Some of them smash against each other, some of them entwine together, and some of them grow over each other. But it's a very, very deep sense of connection you feel.
Cool.
Marilla, how you feel?
Good.
Oh, is that kind of water,
I just wanted to drink from the well just to see what was going on, but I'm fine.
Okay.
So should we get back to Bruntonus maybe and?
I would like to empty out my water skin and fill it.
As you go to do that, Naru, Nashgad kind of says, "It's okay to drink from it, but to collect it is different. Why do you want it?"
I think that one portion of it is not enough to help their friend, so I just want to be sure and take another.
Malav looks at Nashgad and says, she hits him in the chest like that and just goes, "Let them." "All right, yes, of course, go."
Okay, and I go in it.
Can I have a sip of the water?
You wish to drink it?
Yes, I go over.
Should we all just have a drink then?
Yeah.
Samuel,
Yeah.
you unfortunately don't have as a pleasant experience as Marilla. As the peace washes over you, and you feel kind of like the thing. You kind of feel like there's something kind of battling inside you. The water goes inside you. You feel really calm, and then it changes into a panic, and you just kind of slowly begin to come to a very drastic realization that I'll talk to you about at a different time.
Oh, bollocks! It's
Not again!
I'm mad. Mad, I tell you.
No, you're not going mad or anything like
talking
that.
about-
If anything, Samuel looks incredibly depressed now.
dead.
I have an idea of what it is, but I don't want to say it just in case it is. But I will also still take a drink from the fountain.
That's shy water.
You feel, as you get closer, you feel Lady Isla burning your heart with ice to warn you not to do it.
The bitch. Still kind of want to do it because she's been. I don't know what's been going on. I'll take another step closer.
Your body becomes
Yes,
wrapped with
but-
ice, but it's not stopping you. It's warning you not to.
Oh god. There's no diamonds hanging around, is there?
Yeah, I better not. Right, I'm gonna take her warning this time, and I won't drink from it for the moment.
Okay.
Marilla takes a little like test tube of it as well.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
I
Can
don't
I
know.
ask?
I don't know if-
Dre?
I don't know if I want to drink it.
I know.
Yes, Alia?
I'll take out Bruntoness's horn. Could you pour it into it?
You just scoop it up.
You can do it yourself, yeah.
Is that okay if I take more from them?
Of course.
Okay, I'll scoop it up and I'll hold it in the horn then. And I'm literally going to hold it the whole time.
The two horns. The two horns.
Did
Just
you
one-
hollow? Did
just
you
one.
hollow out
Good
Brunton's
one.
horns? Because horns aren't naturally hollow. So did you
Mm.
take time to like?
Hollow them out?
Yeah.
Could I do that then? No?
Just hollowing out my horns. Cheers.
Could I, Daryl? No?
Could you
Is
what,
there,
sorry?
like, any... Like, the horns wouldn't be, like, hollow. Like, if I was to scoop it out. would
Wait,
it?
you did something with them. You had something done to them. They're
No,
back.
no, but only one I had, remember?
Oh, then no, it's not hollow now.
Okay, right, okay. Never mind then.
Alright.
I'm
Cool.
gonna step towards the fountain.
Yeah.
Do I feel anything?
No?
I take a handful,
Mm-hmm.
and Heck takes a sip.
You ingest the peaceful water, and it goes inside you, and you feel a very calm, unrelenting peace take over you. And you feel the melancholy of your mother's death, and the fact that you feel like you failed her, and you find yourself kind of finally coming to accept in yourself that maybe it wasn't your fault.
That's a big change.
It's possible.
Fuck.
You find it just kind of piece inside you that kind of brings about an end to what's been haunting you so long, and also you can't enter rage for 8 days.
Fair. Could I enter calm instead? Where you know?
Zen.
But yeah, you kind of, your mind drifts off to the part where you remember waking up on the battlefield surrounded by the dead of the Woodenrook soldiers and the dead of the Dragonborn of the dread nation of Mortdragon. And you see in the distance the ironclad black ships that they're famous for sailing off in the distance. And although the Woodenrook managed to win the battle, for some reason, it didn't look like you were going to, you did win the battle. But you remember turning your mother's body over, and you remember finding her dead, and you remember thinking to yourself, this is my fault. But you know now that it wasn't your fault. Something greater is at work.
Go on and drink it, Dress. One no.
I'm going to step forward and I'm going to drink it.
Everybody's actually drinking it. God damn it!
Naru, when you ingest the water, once again an unrelenting peace comes over you, and you are forced to face the fact that you don't truly believe Drez did what he said. It's not made sense for you since you met him. that something's not right, and you are forced to come to the conclusion that that doesn't add up enough inside you. Your soul is not looking for conflict with Dres anymore, but someone is responsible, and you have the clarity to see that now. And perhaps wasting your hate on somebody who clearly hasn't a clue what's going on, you have the clarity and the peace inside you to understand that that may not be the wisest thing anymore.
Upon realizing this, I'm going to walk to Dres and I'm going to put out my hand.
Kind of shocked and take her hand as well.
As he takes my hand, I then hug him.
I'm kind of stood there still.
And as I hug him, I say to him quite quietly in Elvish, I forgive you. And I'll step away.
And upon hearing this, Dres is now seeing everybody and kind of how they've had positives apart from Samuel, which we'll get to at some stage.
Samuel's on the ground dead.
Dres is going to force himself to go up and drink from the fountain. And this is how Dres dies, because he shouldn't have.
As you get closer, you feel like your limbs are freezing and your body's seizing up, but you do it, and you ingest the water, and you remember. Oh, you remember everything.
Oh shit!
Your mind drifts to you and your hunting party out. And your party is captured by drow, and a very specifically dark drow by the name of Udrot Zesmerana, a particularly foul drow slaver. And he kills your party in front of you, and he tells you that he is going to go into the city, whether the gates are open or not, and he's going to kill every single person in that city. And he says, do you want to save your party, your family? And Dres agrees. Yourself, you feel like you're watching even though you're watching it in your mind, because your memories come flooding back, you find yourself agreeing. It's the only way to save your family. There are thousands of drow. So you let them into the city, like they say, and when they enter, they begin killing everybody, taking slaves, but not you or your family. They leave you on the sidelines until the slaving and the murdering is over. Then Udrot walks forward. Udrot Zesmerana, you'll never forget his face now. And he kills your wife and children in front of you after he tortures them.
Oh, they're dead.
You beg the gods for it to stop, and then they go to kill you. And something happens, causing an avalanche in the mountain behind, giving you just enough time to flee into the wild. And as you flee through the snowy depths of the North Oblast, eventually you reach a woman. And she stands in front of you, and she kneels down and she says, "Why do you want to die?" And you respond, "I can't live with what I've done. I can't live with what I've done." And the woman responds, "I can take it all away, and I can give you your vengeance." And you beg her, and you beg her to take the pain of what's happened away, because even you know death won't release you from it. The Nine Hells could only be where you're going. So she takes it away, and she pulls the memories from your mind and sends you south, as far away as you can get from this land, with the promise that you'll serve her and her interests. And the next thing you remember is walking south, leaving the snowy oblasts of the north behind, with no memory of anything. But now, having drank from the well and cleared your mind, you feel the unparalleled sadness and grief of your child, your 2 children, your 2 daughters, and your wife, as finally you remember their faces, and you see their deaths in front of you.
Drez is gonna collapse to his knees and just like uncontrollably just bawl crying.
I'm gonna go. And I'll
I'm
put
gonna
my
hug
hand on his
Drez.
shoulder. Yeah. I'll get down on my knees beside him. And I'll hug Drez and Heck then that are there.
I'm kind of standing, just looking down, like, in disbelief.
I remember everything. I remember what I'd done. What I let happen.
You have a choice now. You have a choice now, Drez. You can focus on the memory of your family, or you can focus on the memory of Udroth Zesmerana.
Oh, I can like remember one or the other. Is it?
No. You can remember both. But where's Drez's focus going to go? Is it going to go on grief and sadness, or anger and vengeance?
Damn you!
Now, Mrs. Hoagie should have an opinion here. Because I would want one.
For me, I think it's more he's going to be thinking of like his family because last while he's not, as far as he's known, he didn't have one, so he's going to focus on them and just think about them.
Revenge!
Revenge! Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, Miss Hoagie's on it. Right, I'm going to be thinking about Udroth and how am I going to kill him?
Yeah.
500 ways or whatnot.
Okay.
Wow.
But Drez looks inconsolable. So you actually are going in the path of vengeance. Basically, you're going to go down the path of peace or the path of vengeance. You have a choice.
She says, "Do what you want to do."
That's the one. That's the one. Ooh. I don't.
Go with the team for tonight.
sorry. It was like, I'm just going to have a quick break, and he's going to go into the sitting room and be like, Nikki, what should I do?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go for peace in a way that I don't want this to happen to anybody else's family. I felt this grief. I don't want the Drow to do this to anybody else.
What is your alignment?
I'll double check. I think it's like...
You're neutral good now. You're neutral good now.
Oh yeah, it was chaotic good, wasn't I? Or something like that.
You're chaotic good, you're going to move more towards neutral good now. Or you can remain chaotic good, it's up to you. But I just would have changed it if you'd gone on the path of vengeance, obviously. But, Malav is kind of standing there like, I can't hold the circle for much longer. Get in!
Wait, hold on. I just want another sup because everyone else is having a good time here. Like it.
That wasn't a good time. That was not a good time, Samuel.
No,
do you want me to tell you your realization?
Yes.
Do you, Samuel?
Yeah, go on.
You will be the death of this party.
What?
Oh.
You'll
and
be...
I'd be like, come on, let's go to the bar.
Samuel, you are convinced if you remain with these people, you will probably not even be the death of them, but you'll be the damnation of them.
Oh my god, Samuel, guess what? Bruntiness is coming back.
No!
Wow.
Damn, rub that salt in the wound.
Maybe I want to kill him. I don't know.
Aaliyah's going to jump in the circle and she's going to say in Orcish, thank you for everything and your beautiful city that you have built.
Please, enter the circle, Mrs. Venko.
I'm in the circle.
Aaliyah, you're teleported off. Naruto, were you inside the circle?
Yeah, I'll step inside the circle.
You're teleported off. Marilla, are you inside her?
Yeah.
Drez?
Yeah, I'll jump in the circle.
Yep. Heck?
I want a predator handshake. What was his name?
Nashgad?
What's his name? Yeah, I would have predator. I would have predator handshake him before I go to the circle.
Yeah, he's just like
Arnold Schwarzenegger one, like.
I guess you are. Yeah. I guess you are a soldier.
Right back at you.
And he throws you into the circle, messing.
Oh wait, no, Gashgar, you Nashgar, you son of a bitch.
You put me out of here.
And Samuel,
To the chopper.
Samuel, you wanna get inside the circle or not?
Yeah, come
You
here.
wanna get in the circle? So you basically,
Samuel flies away.
and then you're all teleported to the Nine Hells. I'm guessing.
We're together.
And Dres's kids
There's
are
only
waiting
one
for this.
place my teleportation goes.
Surrounded by 1,000 liches.
And as you guys are teleported back to Karamith, that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Oh,
What? Where do we end up?
In Karamith.
MK.
Where? Like,
Where in Karamith?
You'll find that out, don't worry.
That'll be a secret.
oh my god.
balls. So, are you
Is it-
gonna have to pick your character now? Are you gonna stick?
Oh.
What? Yeah, we had to start to see about walks first. It was like,
So was it too soon for us to level up? Yeah, that was pretty good achievement.
Okay, no, it's too soon to level up. You can all feck off.
Oh.
I want to say a fucking huge thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight and watched our extremely emotional roleplay. This happens a lot more and more often. Did Aaliyah find anyone at the party with the orcs? She didn't get a chance,
No.
unfortunately. No.
I didn't get a chance to.
But I do.
And Pixie Latte for the raid.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I want to thank Pixie Latte for the raid, you absolute legend, the Mythical A, Mrs. Hokey as always, Solar Dinosaur, all the bleeding lads and lassies. Fucking great fucking crowd in the old chat tonight. I really appreciate every single one of you sexy motherfuckers. Oh, Buttstick!
Did Buttstick jump in the portal?
No, Buttstick's been left behind.
or Samuel takes it and it's actually.
Oh my god.
Buttstick's out partying with the orcs.
Yeah. He'll make a home in about 5 days' time.
I need to,
Buttstick is the Brock Babcock of the
I'm gonna get Alberto to draw up a Buttstick. I'm gonna put him on the screen so I stop forgetting about him. Oh
Yeah.
god, poor
No
Buttstick.
point.
Even his
No point
creator
ever
forgets
gone.
him. But I want to say seriously a massive thank you to everybody who tuned in. I really appreciate it. It's, you know, D&D can be an old tough slog. Definitely D&D. Oh, there we go. And it can be a little bit oh look, we got a downvote on YouTube. Means you're doing something right. Yeah, means you're doing something right, guys. But it's funny.
Who's it?
We got a downvote on YouTube, but we got 2 new subscribers. So that's unusual.
Someone misclicked, that's all.
Yeah, I just upvoted our own stream. Yeah, that one downvote was Buttstick for being left behind.
Yeah.
Beth, was that you?
So, right, so with that, there is only one thing left to do, guys, and you know what it is. Don't we all know what it is?
Raid.
Raid.
Right.
No, we're not going to raid just yet. We know we got a crowd, we got some people, we got to entertain them, guys.
Oh
Oh,
no.
my camera's broken,
God.
guys.
Happy, you stop that.
Oh, blank you. Oh my god.
For those of you who don't know, I play a character in GTA Roleplay called Brock Babcock. He is completely different to everything we are doing right now. But he does have a very interesting theme song that I like to open it up with, and I know all these lovely people on the stream here love to dance. So with that, let's fucking make the sex. That's not really appropriate.
2 people in the sitting room. Right?
Oh, can they hear me?
Get them in as well.
I hope all you people are ready for D&D dancing. Dancing and dick.
We're running.
Solar, get those clips.
Oh, fuck no.
Come on, Solar. Get Dave. Focus specifically on Dave.
Yeah, just him.
Look at Drez down the light. He's not a child killer. Here we go.
Get the John Travolta out.
Yeah, everyone's all
Oh, bitch.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah.
wave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
So so
Go,
bad.
give me rats, boys, here we go.
Wait, I'm trying to go.
Right, where's my arm? Okay, so I'm starting down here.
Okay, you go. Go.
Oh my god, Dread!
Oh my god!
Oh, I'm so glad none of you have noticed that I've been on a loop for the last time.
Oh, that's the new move.
Oh, the stress pre-recorded this.
Yeah, pre-record this one. Actually, I ain't done that for the last 20 minutes.
That is amazing.
Well,
What about when we did the finger guns with Draz? Have you accounted for that?
Also, I'll admit that I didn't do that part.
here we go, guys, here we go. Make it rain.
Happily.
Ah, there he is. Oh, we're making a ram, sorry.
Oh,
That's so
I had this prepared last week, but then it was like, oh no, it's too warm to dance. I was like, god damn it.
Still is really warm.
Here we go, guys, you ready? Let's bring it home, you sexy cunts.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Actually, floss.
Come on, home. Look at home.
I'm fucking sweating here, man.
Why are you
Why are you wearing a hoodie?
I've been walking like 3 hours if you've had me fucking time.
Here we go, guys. Everybody get ready for the finger guns. Bring it down to the rain and point it and let's fucking do it. Whoa. Oh, don't start again. Oh, no, don't start again. Okay, thank you everybody for bearing with us. Well, we got to have our systems. Now we're all ready for bed and we're all ready to kind of chillax now. Except now, because we're gonna fucking raid. Who are we gonna raid, guys?
so funny. It's
Does
actually
any-
so true, Nikki. It is like Dave
Yeah.
is like a good dancer in real life, but yeah, he won't dance on this.
I know, it's gas. Dave's actually a class dancer. Like, who are we gonna raid, guys? Find me a raider.
Oh, yeah.
Find me a raid, guys.
He knows how to tango.
Everybody in the chat, stick around, and when we get there, we're going to do a raid, and it's going to be called "We Forgot Butznik."
We forgot.
No,
That's that's the raid. Okay, how about make this epic raid? We Forgot Butznik. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, here
Is
we
there
go.
any
Raid.
like goblin emojis or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, the worm
Jess, you got
emoji
anybody?
hasn't made an appearance. Where is it?
The sausage?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh!
Zach of Rivia.
Zach of Rivia! Ooh!
Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt.
Sexy day, friend. Oh, thank you for the follow, my good man, and everybody else who joined us on the follow journey tonight. We need someone to raid. Anybody in the chat got someone that we can raid? Does anybody at all? Come on, guys. Surely we can find somebody to raid before we lose everybody. Who's...
Wait, are you trying to get like another DD head or what's crack?
No, just so if there's did anybody know anybody that's cool?
There's your man that you raided a few weeks ago. What's his name?
The walrus?
No, Mickey D or something.
Oh, Mickey D. Yeah, he's got 165 people. I won't raid him.
Oh, wow.
No.
What? I don't know.
Come on, guys. Fine. Alright, well, I just fucking raid Mickey D and fuck it. What we just do? We're gonna raid Mickey D and we forgot Buttsnake for the crack.
Just try to raid anyone.
Yeah, just raid.
Yeah, go on to a
Pick
role
someone,
play
just
one.
pick, yeah,
and do it
just,
that way.
just go and pick on.
I have someone that is doing some weird, fun looking shit.
Yeah, come on, give me the raid. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll type it in.
Here we go. Let's fucking raid, guys. Let's do it in a sexy manner.
There we go. That's it. Typed into chat. Typhlo Ren.
Typhlo Ren. Do you know these people?
Yeah. He's friends with Grumpus Goblin and all that.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You know the drill. Raid now. Raid now. Raid for ruin and the world's end.
19.
Raid now.
Under. What the fuck?